The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Roast of Nerdiness podcast, episode 23, the first of 2026. I want to start the show today just kind of basically saying thank you for everybody that has subscribed, everybody that's joined in. Kind of just wanted to start the new year with a little bit of open transparency. We're just a bunch of knuckleheads that like doing this. We're not doing this for any accolades or to make money. We don't want it to be a job. We just want to share our passion for pop culture, video games, coffee, all the stupid shit that everybody used to talk about in comic book shops and people used to hang out at them back in the day. Or when you got a group of your friends just hanging out in the garage doing some possibly questionable and legal stuff back in the day. For some of us were straight edges. We'll let you guess which is which. But yeah, I'm just glad to see a few people jump in. I'm glad to see people comments. If you're trolling, you're never going to get acknowledged here. I will just hide and delete your shit. You suck. Get a life. Kick grass. We got one funny one that did come up. So when I bring the panel in, we'll talk about that one comment. I hit it just because of its sheer stupidity. But we've got a lot of stuff going on, man. We've got a good 2026 so far. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Everybody on the panel is going to basically hop in and do their best and worst sub. We're going to talk about YouTube fuckery, the AI shit that's going on. Going to kind of go into our first roaster of the month for 2026 and our first content creator for 2026. We're going to hit some lulls today and for the lulls. And then on top of it, we're going to jump into what the tech segment where all of us that have 3D printers are going to break down the printers we use, the ecosystems, why we like them, why we hate them, the shit we think that in all the ecosystems sucks dick and they need to fix. Other than that, thank you for hopping in. Thank you for watching. And let's bring the panel in. We've got everybody on the show today, finally. So let's bring them all back in. Full panel today, finally. Round of applause for that one. So we are still doing this dual format thing. So if you're seeing us on shorts, let us know. If you're seeing us on full screen, let us know. I'm curious to see how you're actually coming across us and how you're doing. See, we got a few people in here. See, Entity's already in there. Happy late New Year. Definitely, man. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Mistress, I saw that you put what you put up on there. I'm not going to get into that. I'm too fucking old to get into that. that whole little shit. Sorry. I've got too much shit to do to even invest into figuring that out or understanding the crap about it. Yes, 8-Ball is back finally. So, connection permitting. Hopefully, none of us have some connection issues. Again, if you're seeing us on the vertical format, let us know. Let us know if you like it. If not, I kind of like the full format. Even when I'm watching on my phone, I turn it sideways. I like the full image. I like seeing everything. Cropping stuff to me kind of gets annoying. So first thing we're going to hop and dive right into is the New Year recap. So into 2025, hopping into 2026. A lot of crazy things happened. We've got the end of Stranger Things. Did it hit the ball, shit the bed? We'll get into that. You got the epic shit show that is season 3 of One Punch. Oy vey. Literally, it's like they watched Netflix and were like, how could we take the main character of the show and only give him a total of 1 minute in an entire fucking season to do something? Like, seriously. And Saitama, 1 minute, literally, I think it's a minute and a half total screen time of like the first 5 episodes. And then Genoa's like his fucking sidekick is in it more than him, and even he's not in it. Why? We went 3 years for this shit. Massive layoffs in the gaming space. Sadly, we're going to go through a quick list. We've lost a few more people closer to the end of the year. From the original Buck Rogers series, Gil Gerald passed away. The tragic situation of Rob Reiner and his wife. I mean, you want to talk about a heavy hitter, man that made some amazing fucking films. And just closed out with Spinal Tap 2. I mean, just a sad one. We lost Isaiah Whitlock, who was in the TV show Veep and The Wire right at the end of the year. And one of the great original pinup women of all times, Bridget Bardot, passed away.
Ooh.
So, what are you guys' thoughts? 2025. How did it end out? Did it end out with a whimper or a bang for you guys?
I don't know. I think it went out with the the gremlins eating past midnight.
Yeah. So, somebody fed the gremlins, and look, we're here, but do we want to be?
And I feel like they have Gizmo in like a chokehold with a spray bottle at his face for 26.
That's a good way to put it. That's kind of like I brought up a question around some of the people that I work with, which was the entire actual phrase of Happy New Year. To me, it's kind of always been a weird one because indirect, are you wishing a Happy New Year, or are you wishing a new year, or are you wishing happiness of the year? It's a weird one too because you're I don't know. I'm optimistic of a new year all the time.
Or brainwashing yourself that it is a happy year.
Yeah, like it hasn't happened yet. I don't know it's gonna be happy, but then again, I'm always that glass half full, dark humor, fuck off type personality. So,
well, and I'm always wondering why the hell we're doing it in the middle of the dark season.
Or like here in Texas recently, yay, Christmas, 85 fucking degrees.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Shorts,
No,
t-shirts, ball caps.
No, it isn't. Bullshit.
That's
Majority of my life, we actually had some cold at this time. It wasn't, you weren't wearing shorts. Let's put it that way.
You forget. I lived in Houston more.
Yeah.
The swamp doesn't get cold.
Well, no, you're just stuck with terminal swamp ass all year long. You just got varying degrees of swamp ass.
We don't get cold until like, mid to late January.
And we're not even getting that this year.
No.
Like honestly, I've never thought about moving away from here, but god damn it, I miss seasons. At least give me 2. We don't even have 2 anymore. We just have various degrees of hot. So we got, okay, let's get into coming in 2026. So I pushed back the release to November 19th now, Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm still looking forward to it. What we've seen looks good. It just, geez.
Well, they're going to do what they've always done. They're going to, it's not going to come out till 2027.
Probably. Which will be actually good for other games coming out in 2026 because they can take the limelight.
I mean, we're going to get Cyberpunk 2 before GTA 6. I'll just call it here.
Probably.
Do you see all the stuff that GTA 6 is trying to promise? And it's like, you're promising it, and I see the short clips, and I'm all for it because I'm like, yes, this is going to be great, and cinematic and all this other stuff. Anybody who's fallen for this, I'm just want to throw this out there in the ether. If you're falling for this, they're going to do the same thing that happened with Destiny. They're going to promise you the moon, and then they're going to deliver you this slightly linear game that's either the
Well, it's not going to be a linear game issue.
Go ahead.
The problem with Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be what they did to Grand Theft Auto 5, which is they're going to give you a single-player game, then they're really not going to give you any DLC as a backup, and they're going to throw it all into the multiplayer because then they know they can frickin' do the cash cow system of pay-to-win shit. The microtransactions galore. That's literally the footprint of most games nowadays, sadly. So switch it for the game thing. Up into our first movie. You got Dune Messiah. The third part of Dune. Which this should be the best part of Dune because this is where all hell breaks loose.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
So far I've enjoyed both of them. The second one they do move slowly, but then again, let's face it, the books and everything, all of it moves slowly till the crescendo, and this is the crescendo. For at least the first
entire
book.
series, I would say, moves slowly.
Well,
no.
first of all, you have
the
to
first
be, like,
the first section of the book moved
so
pretty
if you're coming
good. Go ahead, April.
It does.
Yeah, you need to pause.
Oh no,
we're talking. We're used to talking over each other.
It's moving. It's moving with the books and everything. And if you're a person who am I doing the thing again?
You're doing the thing, but we can still hear you.
Yeah,
so
we can still hear you. Just keep talking.
Hi, Bevgena. How's it going?
Okay. Sorry, I think there's a
there
delay on my end. But anyway, my whole point is Dune's one of those series where it's like the hardcore Dune fans can see where it's following closer and more relatable to the books. If you're not a Dune fan, if you're just a fan of sci-fi, the visuals and everything else will help you stay along in the story. So even if it's stretching out and it's kind of long, it's not boring. There's a difference between long and boring, and then there's a difference between just
I agree.
long.
And I don't think any of us said that it was boring. It's taking some time to get through some parts.
Yeah. Well, the first one is going to take the time because it's the world building for people that never knew. But I'm definitely looking forward to it.
The second one also world built.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it expanded more on some of the houses it didn't show.
Yeah, I mean, there's like half of the world that we didn't get to see in the first one that they were exploring in the whole Freeman lifestyle.
All right, Shark, that person's very adamant. Go ahead and do it if you want to.
I'll pop it up for him.
There you go. You got a pop up.
There you go.
There's only one person in this panel young enough to actually say that and be close to the generational gap of
right.
I'm not saying that's not me. That's not my.
It's you. It's you.
No.
It's you.
No, don't worry about it.
You're the young blood in the group.
I am, but that's not my people. I don't identify.
Hey! You got the designated black man on here just for the 6'7".
Hold on. Even my 9-year-olds like that. I don't think it just doesn't make sense.
I'm just saying, like I'll do it.
I've never even been able to track down like what it comes from, what the whole deal is.
There is no solid meaning from what I've seen.
But what was great? What was great though is at Halloween, my ex and her new dude were wearing shirts that said one was 6, one was 7, walking around. I thought it was pretty funny.
Even Entity's like, I don't understand that's the point. I don't think it really has one. Or none of our generations are supposed to understand it. It's something to them. So I'm gonna speedball this list real quick, and then we'll talk. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna speedball this real quick of the coming 2026, and then we can talk about each one rapidly. So I'm just gonna shoot all the names, and we'll go from there. So we got Grand Theft Auto 6, Dune Messiah, Moana live action, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the last season of The Boys, Super Mario Galaxy, Avengers Doomsday, Marvel's Wolverine when it comes to a game, Resident Evil Requiem, and possibly Squadron 42. So if all of that happens, that's a hell of a layout for 2026. So
yeah.
Squadron 42 is going to be a lot of fun. I just rewatched the gameplay trailer that they had with all of the stars.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
what I love is all these people talking about it'll never happen. It will never happen. Then they played the entire first mission live and even had a crash or two, showing that we actually did just show you it.
Yeah.
And it looked amazing. And that wasn't even the final polish. That was like literally close to the polish phase. Resident Evil Requiem looks good. Marvel's Wolverine, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is going to be crap. And then the more they show it, it's kind of like, okay, this is actually looking like it might be good. Mario Galaxy is going to be a home run. It's everybody that did the last one.
Yeah. So, that was really good.
Yeah. Boys is going to be just the same thing as Stranger Things. Are they going to knock it out of the park for the final season, or is it going to shit the bed? A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, we already know that's going to be a home run. It's Game of Thrones back true to form, and it's a story that anybody that's read the books and all that knows and they've been waiting for. So you've already got a fan base made on. Moana's going to make a ton of fucking money because, let's face it, Lilo and Stitch made a ton of fucking money, even though they got rid of the meaning of family.
Ohana means go to college.
Yeah.
Ohana don't mean
leave
shit.
your family behind.
Right?
Doomsday is going to be one of those. It's literally going to be a slog fest of every name they could throw at it and to see if it sticks on the wall. If the story's going to be good, who knows? Are they going to give them enough time to make the CGI look the way they did in Phase 4, or are they going to let them do the Phase 5 bullshit that they did and just pump it out? It's hit or miss. I'm very, very optimistic on all that. So that's all that. So going into those. So now we've got the end of 2025, our best and worst list. We're going to start with best movies. So I'm going to lead us off here. Best movies of the year so far for me. The Boys is okay. It's not good or bad. It's just okay. I only watch for the gore. I know a lot of people are like that. I have all the comic books. They did deviate a lot, but at the same time, the first 2 seasons, I really enjoyed. It's only when they started kind of injecting some of the shit we're experiencing now into their world through subtle little jabs that I was just kind of like, come on, man, you don't need to do that shit. Keep it to the comics.
It's The Walking Dead. If you read the graphic novels, if you read the comics, when you saw the show, you had like this little mindset of stuff that you were at and stuff like that. And Brandon, all the general audience people are like, well, it's all right, but if you were into it, if you were into The Boys, because I read the comics and stuff like that, so I'm like, holy shit, superheroes and they're acting like real people.
Yeah. It's literally Brightburn, but with multiple characters.
Brightburn, aka Bad Superman. I love that. I love that movie.
Into kind of, since you opened the door on Walking Dead, the issue that what killed The Walking Dead was you had a lot of people that did not understand the premise of the show. Zombies are in it, but the show is not about the zombies. It's about how horrible the people that survive become. Yeah. But that said, they changed some things in the comics that I thought was cool. They brought in some characters that now become characters in the continuing comics. That was cool.
Right.
They should have never followed certain things. Like the biggest mistake they did, you shouldn't have killed Glenn. We knew it was coming in the comic. You didn't need to do it. Do something different. They shouldn't have killed Carl. They should have actually done Rick's full storyline, Rick dying, and then jump a few years into the future and give us old Carl. Because that's how the comics ended, with Carl being old, and he's missing a hand and an eye, and he's battered, and he's literally a conglomeration of Rick and Negan put together.
But the writers said that they wanted to change that. The writers wanted to change. The writers of the comic books wanted to change that.
Well, what actually led to the whole situation with Carl is that hold on. What led to the situation with Carl was the kid playing Carl became an insufferable shit to deal with.
Yes, the fans did not like him, and they were like, "He got to go." What's to say? Like, what's her name?
I was more pissed off that they killed Abraham than Glenn. I loved Abraham. I love that actor. In fact, if you have not watched Lois, the most recent Superman that just ended, he plays literally the best fucking Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
So, all right, going off the rails. Let's go back. Best movies. I'm going to start with mine. I only got 4 for this one so before we get into this, I will disclaim this. Everything on the list from all of us that you are about to hear is our own personal opinions. It does not invalidate any of yours. On top of that, you may not hear things on these lists because these are things that some of us may not have seen or not have played, mainly because we all work a lot, and we're not like some of the people on YouTube that literally have the time because this is their job to watch all this shit. So that said, best movies for me, in no order, is Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man. I actually enjoyed it as much as I did the first one. Weapons. Holy shit, that was a good movie. Sinners. Again, holy shit, that was a good movie. And Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. I know people have issues with it. I know it's different, but visually, pacing,
it's stunning.
I wish I had a chance to have seen it in an actual full movie theater with the full 10.1 sound, because it is epic. Like, if it looked that good on my TV, yeah, I can only imagine what, sitting in a traditional big screen would have done to that. Because it's just a visually gorgeous movie. All right, Shark, take us with your best.
Oddly enough, my list is very short because I really only saw a couple of movies this year. How to Train Your Dragon. The live action. I was a fan of the comics, originally, but the live action was done right. That's how a live action was supposed to be done. Take what you already have, just make people do it.
Yep.
And
for an industry
really,
that wants to copy paste and make free money, that they fucked up so many times of just copy and pasting free money.
Right. Disney screwed the pooch on most of that. And I will agree with Frankenstein. Del Toro's Frankenstein was really good. That's really all I had. I didn't get to watch much this year. I've been working on projects more than watching shows or TV or movies. So
okay. We're going to work in order. Walrus, what's yours? Your
right.
best movies?
So I just watched it the other day and it catapulted to number 1. F1 with Brad Pitt. I thought was an amazing movie.
See, that's on my list. I haven't gotten to it yet.
It was very, very good. Got into the depths of the sport. For people that know the sport and are fans of it, it was great. For people that didn't know about the sport, it was great. It was a great merge of the two cultures. And I thought that it was a very good job. Number 2, because we haven't had any superhero movies for a long time that are actually superhero movies, I say Thunderbolts. It was a great movie. I really, really enjoyed it. That's right. You guys can disagree. You can disagree. It's what I felt. Jeez. And then Happy Gilmore 2. It didn't get enough credit. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it. I watched it multiple times.
I disagree with one of those big time.
I know you do.
Because there's so many things wrong with that damn film.
I didn't say it was
all the way
perfect.
down to the idiots saying, we're the Thunderbolts. It's like they got their name because the person that formed the team was General Thaddeus Thunderbolt
Ross. Yeah.
And his whole point to the team was not to be this clandestine. It was the team to fuck up the Avengers if they ever got out of line. It was the last resort.
I didn't say it was perfect. There was definitely a lot of holes in it, like you're talking about, but it felt like a superhero movie that I did not get when I was watching the later versions of Avengers.
Bob so bad. Because literally the reason Sentinel never wants to go out and fight is the chance of that part of him turning on, and there is not an entity in the universe that can stop it.
All right. He's allowed to have his opinion. We aren't on the worst yet.
Well, as you can already tell, that's on my All right, 8-Ball, go for your best.
So I had Sinners on there. You already said it. The fact that they're going to delve into the world, though, that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, because it could have just been a one-off. There are a lot of movies that came out that were supposed to be just one-offs, and then they said, we're going to make more of them. The Accountant 2 is a sleeper. It's still a really good movie, but watching Ben Affleck try to be fucking Elon Musk with a rifle, I didn't like that.
Yeah. I like the banter between him and his brother.
I mean, it was a good movie, but I was just
perfect.
Right, but if you watch the first Accountant and then you watch the second one, like if you watch them back to back, it's two different characters, and you can literally tell he's making fun of Elon Musk.
Yeah. They just can't help themselves when it comes to trying to inject that shit. I don't know why.
Oh, and I'll go ahead and do it. No, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll shill for it. Netflix. I'm gonna shill for you real quick. K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm sorry. You can't fight me on that one. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay. It's good.
Watch it.
It didn't make my best. It is good though.
Yes.
Watch it. It's worth.
It's entertaining. It is very entertaining.
I'm gonna give an honorable mention movie. It didn't come out this year, but I rewatched it like the other night, and I'm like, it didn't get the respect that it should have got because it wasn't done the way it was supposed to be done. I'm gonna throw out Bright.
Well, we've talked about that on the show a couple of times. Bright is one of those that it was good. It is very unique for what they did.
I rewatched it and I was just like, why did they do this?
All right. So we're going to hop into the worst. These are actually going. I'm going to put these in order because they deserve to be put in order. So the bottom of the list, not being the worst offender, Thunderbolts, in my opinion. Followed by Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh, damn, I forgot that came out
because
this year.
it was just horrible and it wasn't needed. It really wasn't.
Was that this year? I thought that was last year.
That was this year.
Oh, well,
then followed by The Electric State. It was visually beautiful, but it was
a crap movie.
It was crap compared to the source material it came from. Followed by our favorite of favorites, Snow White with Rachel Insufferable Narcissistic Cunt Zegler. And the worst offender of the year. And if this is not on all of y'all's list, I cannot be friends with you anymore because it was the most atrocious piece of shit to come out in 2025. War of the Worlds.
I didn't even know that came out.
I didn't watch that. I knew it came out, but I didn't watch it.
I wanted my hour and 62 minutes of my life back. That was the worst piece of shit ever made. That has literally knocked into the top 5 films I wish I had never fucking watched.
Damn.
Because it's just that damn bad.
Yeah, but I don't feel bad forgetting that it existed.
All right, Shark, what do you got?
It's a bet. And wait, and that's the worst part is
I made mine really simple. My worst movies that says anything Disney because Ohana means money.
Ohana mean money, and Snow White don't need no man.
Right.
Hell, she don't even eat Grumpy no more. Grumpy ain't shit. Let's fuck getting a redemption arc for anybody in the movie. It's all about bitch, be a bitch, be a bitch, be a bigger bitch than the queen bitch, taking being the main bitch.
Like I said, Ohana mean money.
God, that movie is so horrible. Even if she had shut her mouth and never done any of the press junkets, anybody that loved the original, the minute you watch it, you're like, okay, I could see a little tweaks and changes, but fuck me, you took out literally everything that made why the dwarves are fucking there in the first place.
Right. And what? I'm sorry. I am a huge Lilo and Stitch fan. OG.
Yeah.
You could not pay me to go watch the new live action one. No.
They ripped the soul out of it.
They did. Totally.
You watched this entire movie for no point. There's no point to watching it.
Okay.
You could have saved. You could have saved the entire movie by, I want to go to school. I can't take care of my sister. Our family's gone. Boop, you adopt the bitch. Off to school I go.
Yeah, not even to a good school.
I watched Anaconda. It's okay. It would go in worse, but the pure stupidity. Well, yeah, of course it's going to be pure stupidity. It's red and black.
And it's Anaconda.
It's literally guys trying to recreate the movie that they loved. Literally, yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but the premise, when I first heard about it, I was like, "Oh, really? They're going to remake this fucking thing?" And then when I saw how and why and what it is, I was like, "Okay, the minute I can watch it for free, I'm going to watch it." Yeah. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But everybody that's seen it laughed their asses off.
But now he's just shilling out for anything and everything, and it's
Who?
Jack Black.
That's his MO.
It's because he's following Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd before Ant-Man did that for 20 years.
That man's got grandchildren. He's just trying to make sure they get to college.
Yeah. All right, Walrus, what's yours?
All right. Well, we already talked about the top 2. So we'll get those off the bat. Snow White, or Woke, and Lilo and Stitch, because Ohana means money. And wrapping it up with Avatar, Fire and Ash.
I haven't seen it, don't care to see it. It's what Avatar has literally become that movie that everybody goes, watches it there, at all the amazing technical effects. And then a week later, you ask anybody any of the character names or what the fuck happened, they're like,
all it was pretty. That's it.
It's like New Year's.
It's like, shiny.
Literally, what Avatar has become since the second film was James Cameron just sitting there going, cha-ching.
Right.
That's all it's become.
And another one.
All right, 8 Ball.
Hey, Bob. Yeah.
So, I'm going to go ahead and Snow White, bad, terrible, shouldn't have been made. Tron
Sadly.
Ares.
I hate to quote every other YouTube. How can you make a Tron movie without fucking Tron?
And the thing about it was I gave it a chance. I watched it because I was like, everybody's trying to blame it on Jared Leto that it's bad. And I'm a Jared Leto fan.
It's a bad story.
So
it's just a bad story.
Well, no. And then I watched the movie and I'm just like, oh no.
What? Leto being bad story, great special effects, bad story.
It was like Leto tried his hardest to make shit shiny, and I'm just like,
he tried to put lipstick on it.
It's because Leto's got to keep them paychecks rolling, man. Cults don't fund themselves anymore.
I mean, he does, but he needs to. Anyway, I digress. That was a terrible movie. I'm going to throw in one that's kind of a. I'm going to say this. It's not that it sucked. It's just that it's on my worst list because what it does is it retcons.
I will agree with you on that entity. I want to see Fire and Ash when I can see it for free solely because I did hear the one collective thing that everybody that's seen it has said is the new crazy witch lady is a really damn good bad guy. But that's about it.
Yeah. But this my last worst is a controversial one because I know a lot of it, but it's not worse because it was bad. It's worse because the way it retcons the universe, they have to basically redo the universe. And that's Predator Killer of Killers.
Yeah. Well, the problem is they've wrecked the universe completely now. Everybody I know that has literally watched Badlands has literally just said they're just turning into something with a name to try to pump money. They're not even really giving any solid thought into it anymore.
Well, that's most of Hollywood.
Well, that's all of Hollywood.
But it's like they're not respecting some of the source material it came from. And I know that you want to go into the books and the comics and all this stuff. Sometimes you just have to go with
even just over the first two movies.
Yeah, the 80s action movie came out, and I'm going to just go off the premise of this. What happened to Dutch? And then all of a sudden you show Dutch in a freezer somewhere because Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't want to come back to do the sequel. And if you followed it in the comics, it was set in New York, and it was supposed to be Dutch's brother anyway. So it was cool, but skip it. You went LA, you went with Denver. Glover is the only person up to that point to have actively killed the Predator himself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's another thing. You could have brought Danny Glover's character back. Nobody knows what happened to him either. But you're right. Dutch is one of those characters. I mean, one of the cosplays I'd love to eventually do down the line when I get into better shape and better health is doing Old Man Dutch because he's a badass. Like when he starts wearing some of the Predator armor made from dead predators that he's killed.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a badass. And so is Glover's character. Glover's character came back a couple times in the comics too. But again, they want to inject these new ideas into old franchises without understanding of the old franchises. So yes, I do agree with you on that one exists. That one deserves it. Okay, so next one we're going to jump into is games.
So again, it's not because it's...
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh no, I was just saying it's not that it's bad. it's just that because it fucked up the universe.
Yeah, and now it's like you said. There's a lot of retconning or rewriting. It's for the next person that's going to take it serious. It's going to be hard to retweak around that shit. When we get into TV shows, there's another one that did that. So they got some other retcon and shit they're going to have to fix when we get to the TV shows for my list. All right, best games. I didn't play a whole lot of the new ones. Some of them I didn't get too much into them. Some of them I did. So out of all of those solidly good ones that did come out this year, I had a chance to play 4 of them. So in no order, Arc Raiders, Obscure Expedition 33, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, and Dispatch. Dispatch is actually my favorite out of all of those on the list, just of its uniqueness. And the amount of voice actors and the people they put into it and the fact that you can play it again and again and everything you do different changes it. the outcome is never the same. So you're getting multiple games in one game. So that's my
disappoint you, Wolf.
That's for my best. Hold on. What did Entity put there? Elden Ring movie is in the works. If this is true, I hope they don't mess it up because I just bought Elden Ring. I haven't played it yet. I haven't played Elden Ring. I know a lot of people
fuck that
love
all
it,
the way up.
but
they will.
They do not know how to do high fantasy anymore in Hollywood at all.
Especially dark high fantasy like that. Like that's an
Yeah.
easy one that you can get realistic, and they're gonna fuck that all the way up.
You don't want to fuck up that game. There's a simple way to do it. You have hold on. You have Peter Jackson produce it, Guillermo del Toro direct it. There you go.
Yeah.
Between those two men, they know fantasy and dark.
Yeah.
And they both know how to write and take shit from other materials and create perfect screenplays for them.
They've probably played it.
Probably. Knowing Jackson, probably Jackson. Del Toro, I don't know. I haven't never seen interviews where people kind of ask him about games. Okay, Shark, what's your best? Of the ones you've had a chance to play for this year?
I haven't gotten to play a lot of games. Actually, the one that I did put on my list, though, is one I watched my little one playing, and you mentioned it too, which was Hollow Knight Silksong. I was watching her play that, and that looked like a great game.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's simplistic idea, but so beautiful too at the same time.
Yeah,
that's what blew me away was how good it looks.
Yeah, no, it's visually, it's a great game visually.
It's fucking hard as hell too. I still haven't beaten it. I know a lot of people have not beaten it. So that's all you. That's all you got for best.
That's all I got.
Yeah,
for good stuff.
You work more than any of us, so that's
true.
Sense.
Yeah.
And we can't really put SC in there because it's not a new game. So
exactly.
Game.
All right, what do you got, Walrus?
All right, number one, Peak. It's hard. It's a co-op. I enjoy playing it a lot. It was a lot of fun. I played with my brother. He would talk shit on me all day long, but we did it.
I've watched a few streamers playing it. It looks fun.
Talk shit on it if you will, but I like Battlefield 6. It's kind of just my vibe game of just like go in and just.
I'm not going to argue about it. Battlefield
I enjoyed it.
Battlefield has never, other than that 120 whatever it was, and that wasn't a bad game as a shit release. But when it comes to their actual games, like the core Battlefield games, I don't think any of them have ever been bad. They've all.
I was even
been
playing
good.
2042 right up to the point that 6 came out.
The problem with 2042 is they tried to go Call of Duty.
Yes, there's a lot of.
I'll get specific with it. They tried to go Call of Duty Future War or whatever, where they were doing the space age shit.
Oh yeah,
Advanced Warfare. The first one.
That was so bad.
And the problem with it is the whole point of loving Battlefield was that it wasn't,
it wasn't that.
It wasn't,
Yeah. To answer Entity real quick, yes, Entity Repo is actually on my list. I just didn't get a chance to play it. Like I'm pretty sure there's quite a few things that would have made this list if I had a chance. If any of us had had a chance to fucking play them.
Yeah,
that's kind of what it comes down to is time allocation.
Which gets me to this next one. This is one I didn't play. I watched my brother play it. It looked really good. I enjoyed that aspect. I did not play this one. Where Winds Meet.
Okay.
You seem like you don't know anything about it. It basically think of if Dark Souls was kind of in like the Edo period in Japan.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I saw that game when I was over. I saw that somebody playing that when I was over at Hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, 8-Ball? Anything you played this year?
Okay, so everybody knows that about my console computer situation. I didn't get to play a lot of games. So the games that I'm going to mention, I got to play, but I got to play them over at other people's houses. So the first one I'm going to throw out there is Bellum. It is wow. First one I'm going to throw out there is Bellum. I think it's still in advanced beta if it's not already being sold, but it is a first person shooter akin to Squad and everything else except they did up. If you go to YouTube, you can put in Operator Drewski is part of the development team for that game. So you can catch all the highlight stuff from him. I played it and it is the shit. Like, yes. So there's that. Battlefield. I love Battlefield 6 because it's a return to the older Battlefield. So the Bad Company 2, and then Battlefield 4. No, 3 and 4. Where you had the mechanics of you didn't have to worry about a camper because you could literally just destroy the building he's in. You didn't have to
and see that's what made Battlefield better than every other game. You didn't have campers. You had these little assholes who would I'm gonna camp and you just get into a tank like fuck you, boom, bye.
Drop a building on them.
Hey, as a resident camper, I agree.
And then even if they were camping, and I will attest, this is how in depth I got to this when I was in the Navy. So this was a long time ago. Your tax dollars at work. I had an entire wheel. What did he say? Don't worry, Paul.
Oh man.
You know what bothers me? I changed mine just so that doesn't happen at my apartment.
And yet somehow it still happens.
That's you guys doing the sound effect, and I'm cool with that.
You're goddamn right.
I was about to say, Shark, you've been to my house. You already know.
True, but I'm saying like I can't even do sounds. I'm not even fully set back up yet.
But yeah,
I'm set up till the end of this show. Then he's getting torn down again.
Those are the two that I'm into, and then I guess the retro game that I started playing again, just because has been Rival Schools. Because if you want to get into some Dreamcast fighting games,
hey man,
original Soul Calibur,
dude. Right? One of my favorites on Dreamcast was the Spawn fighting game.
Oh yeah. That was a good one.
That was one of the first ones you get 4 people going after each other at the same fucking time.
Yep.
However, though, if you don't have a CRT TV, I would not suggest hooking the HDMI off a Dreamcast to a modern TV because I tried to do that and holy fuck, did it look like shit. It actually hurt me looking at it. It was like, ow. So, that was a good list. All right, worst, I only got 3. There are probably this list could probably be tons long if I actually had a chance to play any of these horrible games. But I played these 3. One of them I lasted an hour and said, fuck this shit. And thankfully I won't say how, but I got it for free. So I don't feel too bad about it. And that's Black Ops 7. Fuck Call of Duty. It just needs to piss off and die already. It's a fucking joke.
Well, it keeps trying to be Fortnite.
Yeah. So, yeah. That one I played for an hour and I was done, and I'm just like, no. It reminded me of every reason why I've hated the game. I'm excited for is Bolt Gun 2 because the Sisters of Battle need more love. They've been overshadowed. Huh. I'll have to look into that one. Yeah, Black Ops 7 made me remember why I have not liked literally like the last 5 or 6 fucking Call of Duties. So that one. The second one was Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Again, they let down everybody with a Vampire the Masquerade game again. What could have been something great if they had gotten their heads out of their ass and taken the time on it, they epically just turned out a steamer again. I mean, the only reason the original one was any good is because they killed the game, dumped the open source code, and for 2 years, fans actually made the goddamn game the studio should have made once they got a hold of the source code. And then the last one was South of Midnight. Just, I'm not even going to get it. It was just, no, it was crap. So, those are my 3. What's your worst, Shark, if you have any?
I kept it simple. COD. I have not liked the Black Ops game since Black Ops 2, if I'm honest.
I agree. I'm a Modern Warfare guy.
See, I started hating Modern Warfare.
As a notable mention, I will also say that for 2025, Wizards of the Coast has really screwed the pooch on Dungeons and Dragons overall.
Well, that's table. Yeah, table. You know, We talked about that last
Yeah.
show. They've epically fucked themselves.
Yeah.
When you're losing the YouTube creators that were normally solely about you and your product, to now they're doing mixed products or have abandoned you completely, you've seriously fucked it up, and you're not going to recover.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not.
People will go back to the old iteration books and stay playing off of those and not buy anything else you have to offer.
Oh yeah, I love a good game of 3.5. I'll take that any day over 5th edition.
But no, back to Modern Warfare. The minute they did that Aki Kimbo bullshit, I was done with it. I like some realistic ballistics in my game. When I'm sitting here playing a game and I'm trying to play a game and enjoy myself and be challenged, and I'm getting killed by some little bitch asshole from halfway across the map with dual 1873 shotguns that wouldn't even accurately hit from here to that fucking poster, that's bullshit.
What, you mean
that is a game built by people that do not understand where COD came from at all anymore.
You mean
and that was where the snowball started rolling.
Suitcase guns.
Kimbo.
All right, Walrus, what are your worst?
I will preface this with two things. One, I have not played a single one of these, but again, I've seen them. And two, I'm a hater to be a hater. Call of Duty. We've already talked that one to death. Now I hope that y'all don't disown me and kick me off the podcast immediately, because two of your top ones are both at the bottom. Clear Obscure Expedition 33. And I'm going to tell you the two reasons. The French made it. The Chinese backed it.
That's literally Chinese backing is 90% every game that's out there now, by the way.
Yeah.
I've started becoming a hater just because of that.
I don't care. I would rather literally take New China, Hong Kong money than EA and be sucking the Saudi dick all night long.
Shop your Temu and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And the other one, Hollow Knight Silksong. It was pretty, but it's 2025, 2026. There's no need for side scrollers now.
Bullshit. There will always be need for side scrollers.
No,
and I do not take your list as valid because you didn't play any of them.
I prefaced it with that.
I know, but the conditions of all of this was stuff you physically actually watched yourself or played. That was the conditions of the list.
I've watched them. I did not play them.
Wait, pop that back up, Shark.
Sorry.
Addictive game that I bought during the New Year's game. It's something called Fishing North. The Fishing. I can't get into those. Like, I know a lot of people that play those games and love the hell out of them.
It's like the hunting games.
Well, yeah, I was about to say that. If I'm going to go hunt, I want to hunt. I don't want to play a game of it. I want to hunt.
Well, I mean,
like, I go
if I'm going to do a hunting game,
one round of that, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go buy the real thing and go do it now.
I want a light gun if I'm going to do a hunting game.
Yeah, but they even have the light guns, and even I'm after like a one round of the light gun. I'm looking at the real guns off to the wall in Cabela and be like, okay, you know.
Time to go to Cabela's.
So Claire Obscura, I have to argue that on, because that game was beautiful. The mechanics were flawless. It had passion behind it of the actual people that did develop it. And it was done with such a small fucking team. It literally showed every AAA studio, you turned out shit this entire year with like 50 to 100 people working on it. We did this with a team of fucking 10. So it literally gave a big middle finger to the AAA studios and big budgets. Like, they pulled off a gorgeous game on a shoestring budget. So even though they had that backing, it was nowhere near everybody they were up against. So I would say swallow your pride on it, play it for a little bit. Because it's one of those that once you do actually play it, it is fun. It's challenging and it's fun. And it keeps moving too. There's no slog in it. So, all right, Paul, what do you got for your worst? Anything you played this year of 2025 that was crap?
Call of Duty, no notes. I don't know if it came out this year, but I just recently played it. The Starfleet. What the fuck was it called? It's like Starfleet. Basically, it's It's basically that game that y'all all play, the Star Citizen. But it's set in Starfleet, and it's terrible.
Starfleet Command?
Yes. I don't think it came out this year, but I played it this year, and it was bad. And then this isn't because it's a bad game. This is because my skill level was bad at it. I got mad at DCS. It's okay. It's wait. It's not. And again, I'm gonna preface it by saying that it is not the game. The game is great. You should buy it. You should get the whole setup and do it.
It's a lot of fun.
It's my skill level at it when I first played it that made me be like, "Fuck this game." So
I only started playing that after I had a real Rio from the 14 teach me how to do it, and then I'm like, "Oh wait, no, this is fun." So I get it. It's a big learning curve.
Yeah,
that's the whole problem with that game.
But I am waiting for Ace Combat to come out. So
yes, that's going to be fun. The graphics on it alone are going to be fun.
Okay.
I will honestly say I probably played more of Clash Royale than I did any other game this year.
Well, that talks about the industry right there.
Exactly.
I hop back between Star Citizen when I have the time, but if it's single player, I've literally gone back to Fallout 4 and New Vegas because of all the community mods that have come out that have just added so much shit to them. And then fucking Cyberpunk 2077 because I'm just doing different run-throughs and making different decisions, especially in the Phantom Liberty stuff. So, yeah. That's kind of why I think of the list of games. Huh?
What was the game about the androids? Is it Being Human or Being Human Detroit?
Oh, Being Human. It was called. It was. I know the one you're talking about, but that came out a little while ago.
I agree. Nuclear Option's fun.
You want something easy to get into.
Okay, we're gonna hop into shows now. So best shows list for me, I've got a couple of them on here because there were a couple of standout, really good ones. So again, and if we had been doing this show for the last 3 years, this show would have been in it every fucking year, and that is The Bear. It's just a damn good show. It just really is. For anybody that's ever worked in a real professional restaurant, it is so fucking spot on. Showing you literally how fucking chaotic, stressful, yet at the same time rewarding that world is. Another one is Severance, because I don't know where it's still going. Every time I think I figured the damn thing out, there's another twist. But it's also getting, say that with a caveat, it's getting to the point where I don't think they really know where the fuck they're going to end this at or where the final conclusion is. I'm starting to get that vibe. I'm getting that Lost vibe from this show, and that's not a good thing. So that may be going to worse shows next year. We never know. Pluribus, because it is such a weird fucking premise of a show. And bear in mind, I have not watched the last 2 episodes. I need to get caught up, but so far I am enjoying it. Black Mirror, again, dropped another banger season. Beautiful episodes. Just really well done, especially the one with fucking Paul Giamatti was literally one of the best episodes I've ever seen in the series. Dexter Resurrection brought Dexter back to true form of the original show. I enjoyed the hell of it. I'm anxious to see where it goes from here. A little fun, dark humor one from Apple TV, Murderbot, with Bill Skarsgård. I actually enjoyed the hell out of it. I know a lot of people, this would be on their worst shows list, but you gotta like that dry, dark humor to get it. And I love his self-monologuing in it. It's fucking hilarious. And the last 2 shows, one I was very worried about, but after finally watching it, holy fuck, Welcome to Derry is good. That is violent. That is terrifying. That is Stephen King's It at what it's supposed to be. So you are literally watching the entire story of the last cycle prior to the kids that are in the book. So this is 27 years before them. And it explains more of what Pennywise is, how Pennywise became Pennywise, why it's trapped in Derry, the whole story behind it. It's very well done. And I will not give it away to anybody who has not seen it, but be warned. This is your only warning on this one. There are some scenes that, holy fuck, the gore level is not what I was thinking this show was going to be. Like, to the point where even I'm just like, oh my God, did they just fucking go there? And they did. And whoever did the CGI and the gore on that show, it is just fucking gorgeous. Like, I have not seen effects that well in a long time in anything. And to round it all out with the end of the list for me, The Pit. The Pit is an amazing show, in my opinion. I know a lot of people skated past it because they're like, oh, another medical drama show. I'm so sick of these. Hold on. I'm so sick of these ER shows. Here's the thing about The Pit. You are watching 15 episodes, each hour a long episode of the entire 15-hour shift the ER crew is working. And not only that, it is graphic, it is brutal. And when you go back and you watch YouTube and you see all these doctors, all these ER technicians who rate medical shows are watching it, and they cannot find a single fault in the entire show. That they are that blown away that not only how accurate they were on everything, but when they show some of the injuries, how graphic it is. And they're even like, no, it looks like that. In fact, it looks probably a slight worse than what they showed. Even what they showed is worse. That says everything. And I know a lot of the controversy of it is the ER people sued him and all this shit, but I think that's literally just, he ramped up an idea they had and took it to a better extreme and made it better, and they're pissed off because they didn't get the check from it. And it's about to start its second season, I think, in a week or 2 weeks. So those are my list for the best shows. What do you got, Shark?
I got nothing. I didn't watch any shows this year.
No, no new animes? Come on.
No. Well, I mean, the anime is okay. So season 2 of like Apothecary Diaries. You know, for the most part, I really didn't watch a lot of shows, oddly enough. And most of the ones I read more I listened to more books this year on Audible than I did watching any shows. So
okay.
You may have to do that next show. Best things you've read then, or listen to it in a sense read.
Yeah, books.
All right.
They don't let me read. I'm black and I'm in Texas.
Wait, you can read?
No, sirs.
There we go.
All right, Walrus, what's yours?
All right. I know it's Taylor Sheridan, that's his name, but I really like Landman. That shit's just straight funny. It's just downright fucking funny. I don't care who you are. Right. It's funny as fuck.
I got to pause you real quick there. I forgot something on my list, and you just said that, remembered it. Fucking Tulsa King.
Yes.
Dude, everything Sheridan does is fucking good. I mean, holy fuck. You're right. Landman. Yellowstone, Landman. Fucking Tulsa
Is it
King.
saturated? Yes. Is it good? Yeah.
Is Landman the one with Billy Bob Thornton?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen some clips of that. That does look good.
And it's good
Tulsa
because
King
of Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Oh, and now they've got Sam Elliott in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's a dynamic between those two that's just you can't make that shit up.
What else you got?
But continuing on, Fallout, I'm really enjoying it.
I didn't have
really
that on
good.
mine either, too. So, no,
hey, for change, I've got a good list. Let's go.
So far, the second one is really good.
It is.
Like
it's
I'm
very
liking
good.
it. I'm wondering right now, though, are we going to find out if Hawthorne is a synth? Even though, if you've watched the most recent episode, you know what happens to him. I'm not giving any spoilers away because it just released recently.
Yep.
But doesn't mean you still can't find out he's a synth or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, that show again is a prime fucking example. This is how you do a faithful adaptation with new characters.
Yeah. I also picked this one up as I was waiting for the next Fallout. I saw that Robin Hood a dark version, or I wouldn't say really dark, but it gets darker than you would expect. Robin Hood came out this year, and it's been very good.
It's actually really fucking good. I'm sorry.
Exploring the different characters that you would never really get more than a couple lines on. You're just like, oh, okay, that's how they're playing that person. Oh, hey, they're bringing in this type of individual.
I thought of another show from this year that none of us have talked about. The Gentleman.
Yeah.
The Gentleman was
that
damn
wasn't this
fucking
year
good too. Yeah, it was.
That was last year. No, that was definitely last year.
All right, Shark, look at it real quick. When did The Gentleman the show come out? Or was it one of those that was late 24 and carried into 2025 is why I'm getting confused.
Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to this new keyboard.
I'm not. Oh, by the way,
too sensitive.
I'm not arguing that it wasn't good. It was great because I also love the movie.
That's what I was worried about. It's like, how are you going to capture how good the movie was? And then they actually did it just as good. I was like, okay. Hey, I still want my Rock and Roller 2, motherfuckers.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. You're just going to rewatch.
2024.
But was it early 2024 or late?
Says The Gentleman 2024 Netflix series with Guy Ritchie. Yeah, it doesn't say.
It was like summertime.
When did it premiere?
It's not. I'm not seeing it right now. Just 2024. Wait, here we go. March 7th, 2024.
So it was early. Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why I was like, no, that was definitely last year because that was my whole jam during the summer.
He's saying he didn't like. It's not for everybody, but I think as it ramps up, it's going to get better. So yeah, wait it out, Entity. Keep watching it because right now it's about to steamroll into some main character plots of the games.
Yes,
that we don't know what happened because this is taking place after New Vegas.
It's also explaining a bunch of the different factions, which is really good.
Yeah, well, especially it's bringing up two factions of the Brotherhood that we've never seen before.
You also got to remember, this is not for the Fallout fans. This is to bring in the people who weren't Fallout fans, who didn't play the games.
But those of us that
I'm just saying,
know that where they're going is going to be some pretty big shit.
But no, that's what I'm telling. I'm just telling that to Entity. The reason that it's going at the pace that it's going is because it's not for. This isn't for Wolf. This is for me.
Yeah.
I didn't play Fallout. I'm a fan. I've read some of the fanfics. I've read the books. I've seen a lot of the things, and I know people who are way into the community. So I have information.
That's an understatement. That is an understatement. The room is getting moved around.
Yeah.
Solely so between me and Shark and our 3D printers, I am building a T60 full size armor that's going in that corner. It is probably going to take the better part of half a year to do.
That sounds.
Oh, and Entity, Macaulay Culkin did a great job there. Like, yeah, I was really happy with it. I mean, he did a awesome job.
Okay, he did a great job. It is just so very hard for me to watch him in any roles solely because of one movie.
Yes.
And let's see if anybody in the panel can guess which movie.
Someone tells me it's not the one that everybody's thinking.
It's not The Good Son?
No.
Is it one when he's old?
Here's a hint. The reason it is hard for me to see him in anything else is the character he plays in this movie is so fucking identical to the real person he's portraying. And I partied and met that real person.
Oh, it's one of the ones he did when he was older. Fuck. No, that's not him. That's his brother.
I'll give you a clue. The real person it's based off of was the guy who started the Club Kids movement in the techno era of the 90s.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
The movie's called Party Monster. And the character he plays is based off of a real person called Paul Aliki Jr. And he helped actually start the movement of the EBM and the techno rave party culture in America
in the
90s.
Kids.
Yeah. Yep. And I actually got to meet him at 2 raves, one here in San Antonio, one in Dallas. And yeah, when I watched that movie, even I was just like, why does that name sound familiar? Why does this sound familiar? And then watching it, I was like, this is feeling too weird to me. This is feeling too like something about this is, my memory was not clicking in. And my friend Lloyd was watching it with me, and he's like, you know why that's why, right? And I go, no. And he goes, because he had already seen the movie, he goes, wait till it's about 10 minutes from now. It showed them creating the rave in Dallas. And then my eyes just went like this. And I looked over and he goes, you did coke with that motherfucker. And I'm like, I'm glad you remember it, because I don't fucking remember that, but I do remember him now. And then when you see in that movie what happened to him, because I never read the news and shit at that time and know what happened to him and those kids and that culture, because they were all from New York. And then when you see what happens to that movie, you're just like, oh shit. he killed his dealer and chopped his ass up and kept him in his apartment. Ooh.
But I've got one more for the best show 25. I found this on Apple TV. The Last Frontier.
That's on my watch list. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, based there in Alaska, about the U.S. Marshals, and it's good. I know it's not for everybody. So a lot of the critics panned it. Even a lot of fans panned it.
Okay,
but
here's my one question about it. That'll get me to watch it or not. Is it in no way reminiscent, in a sense, Fargo-esque? Or is it its own thing?
It's its own thing.
Okay, cool. That was my fear, because the trailers, you're like, I'm getting like Fargo vibes out of this.
Yeah, no, it's its own thing.
Okay. All right, Paul, what do you got for best?
All right, so for best, Murderbot, no notes. Mighty Nine, because I'm a Mighty Nine.
Yeah, Mighty Nine. Okay.
I'm a Critical Role fan. There. Yeah, I'm a Critical Role fan, and it's been amazing.
Yeah.
See ya, Entity.
My controversial one is Alien Earth. Entity
later,
left.
Entity.
My controversial one is Aliens Earth. I loved it. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I can see you shaking your head. We can argue about it later.
It's on my worst list.
I figured. I figured it was going to be somewhere on there. But
I will hand the credit for the vibe, the nostalgia, the look, and the feel. It nailed it.
Yes.
But the bullshit Peter Pan crapness crap it threw in there was dog shit.
Okay.
I mean,
anyway, if they had done that story without any of that crap in it, and I'm sorry, the guy that's supposed to be Mr. Super Genius was such a fucking retard.
We're on my best list, sir.
You are only getting upset because my points are valid, and now you're rethinking your decision.
I'm not upset.
No, he's not rethinking.
No. I'm not upset. I'm not rethinking it. Your points are valid points, but
it's because, ladies and gentlemen, the nostalgia is washing off slowly before your eyes.
First of all, it's not even that, but they did a good job of actually keeping the technology within the universe of Aliens, which is a thing that people keep fucking up in the movies and shit like that. I'll argue it later.
I will give you this.
I gotta get.
They redid the techno head dude that was supposed to run his own little island and made him more authoritarian, make him an actual brain, make him like scientist style Lex Luthor, I would have more respect. If they had kept the Peter Pan shit out of it, and if they had made the ending way better than they did, it would have been a home park run for me.
The ending was actually really good. Second, for what it was, if you actually follow the story,
her fucking talking to them is bullshit.
Secondly, they did him the exact way they needed to do him as a character, because they're sitting there talking about how he's a genius, and you get to watch how no, the fuck he's not.
Okay, I'll give you that, but here's my main argument with the thing that I disliked. Her being able to talk to him blows so many holes in shit, because if she is one of the better generations of the synths of her era, of a hybrid synth, then why, when we jump to Aliens and Resurrection and everything past, has no one else been able to fucking do that?
Because you're forgetting the things that happened prior to. They had a whole war.
They had a whole war, and Weyland Yutani came out on top, meaning they would have stolen every bit of data they could have gotten a hold of.
They did, and the very first thing that Weyland Yutani did was put the fucking chip in them so that they couldn't act out. It's the very first thing that Bishop talks about.
Then where's all the great weapons they did that captured all those aliens? Where did all those vanish to? The Space Marines are sitting here with fucking with not even blasters. They still have ballistics.
Again, all of this stuff gets gathered up. All of it gets destroyed. Like there's an actual purge and shit that happens, and then they go out to get the stuff again.
Next, you can tell me on your best to show list is Section 31.
Look, you're missing the point because you didn't spend your years in the extended universe of aliens. Anyway,
Yes, I did. I still have all the goddamn comics in the room.
I want to get to my actual best, because this is the best on this list to me.
Okay, deviate, deflect. Come on.
The English.
Which one?
The English on Prime. It is what's her name? Kate Blanchett. Was it Kate Blanchett? Yeah.
Okay, I saw that on the scroll. I didn't know what it was because you're the only first person I know that's watched it.
Yes. The English. If you have, go watch it. If you haven't watched it,
give like a quick synopsis. Just give a quick synopsis because I don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, me either.
I can't because if I go into it's basically set in the West, and it's a revenge love murder story.
Okay,
that's all. That's all I can say.
I need to know.
I'm just saying that's all I can say without giving things away.
Well, yeah, because just by saying that, you've already told me a synopsis. If you say any more, you're going to ruin anything that's in it.
But yes, that's my
link for.
That's for later since he brought up aliens.
Oh, okay.
It's something with me and all of my ESP32 and Home Assistant and everything. This popped up, and y'all will really enjoy that later.
Well, let's hop to the worst because I'm pretty sure I got a few that y'all agree.
No,
I know there's one you won't.
No, go ahead. No, see, but that's just it. I understand it.
All right, Alien Earth is on my worst list, but it is like the bottom of that worst list. It's just one of those that so many things added up to me that I could not avoid disliking it. There are things I liked about it, but there are things I dislike, and the dislike outweighed. And that teeters a show for me. I can do a nice 50-50 and still enjoy it and pray that, okay, what you're going to expand upon next might, knock out some of that bad in the next round. So I'll give it that. Section 31. Fucking abomination that should have never even fucking been made.
How are you going to take Star Trek and go comedy with it? Like,
it's because they tried to make Guardians. They tried to make Star Trek meets Guardians of the Galaxy.
But you tried doing it with Section 31 of all things.
But I'm like,
if you want comedy, do Lower Decks in real life.
No,
they did. They did in Strange New Worlds.
It's an episode. No. It's actually
one episode.
No, you watched that with me and you liked it.
It was.
I'm saying one episode though.
Anyway, if you're gonna look, Section 31, you have all of these military intrigue shows that came out. You have Navy SEALs, you have CIA that came out, and you mean to tell me you couldn't do Section 31 correctly? Section 31 is like the black hand of Starfleet, and you want to go.
You know why that pushed through.
You want to go comedy
because it clicked off every virtue signaling check mark that they needed for their quota. Michelle Yeoh only did it because she, one, likes that character, and two, she got a $10 million paycheck for doing that.
I don't blame her for it. I will never blame an actor for going ahead and doing the cash grab on some shit. And that was a cash grab on a piece of shit.
We're not even at the worst offenders. Come on.
Yeah, no, not even.
Yeah. Right. We're not even at the worst offenders. Next on the list, The Last of Us. Utter fucking dog shit. The first was mildly entertainable. The second season went into so much bullshit that by the third episode, I checked out. I couldn't finish. I couldn't go any further. And most of the people I know that were watching it, watched the fourth episode, wish they hadn't. It just got worse and worse and worse and worse.
That's when I stopped.
The worst, most egregious thing was the shit writing to where her her and her chick friend or whatever the fuck they were supposed to be are in that fucking building, and she says she's pregnant, and the dumb girl from Game of Thrones literally goes, "I'm gonna be a dad." Yeah, dumbest shit ever. Totally fucking the character of all the characters in the game up royally. So that one was a bad offender. Followed by Helmsworth as the Witcher. Epic fucking shit. An entire season where the Witcher is looking for Ciri. A bounty hunter is looking for Ciri. Yennefer is looking for Ciri. The head of the guild is looking for Ciri. 3 fucking seasons. Why can't anybody find a bitch?
Because she's over here in my Alexa.
And he just sucks.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Shut up.
Perfect.
They should have ended the damn show the minute they lost Cavill. Because it was just dumb to try. The only minor redeeming factor was they introduce a character. I can't remember his name right now. But he is literally trying to hunt down Ciri, and he takes bounties to kill Witchers. He literally wears the medallions of every Witcher he's killed around his neck. And who plays him? The guy from District 9. And he is the only redeeming factor of those episodes is everyone he's in. It's a badass scene with him. Other than that, the rest of the show's shit. Then we get to the two worst offenders for 2025. All's Fair. Whoever thought about funding a fucking lawyer drama show with a fucking Kardashian as the fucking lead was a retard. A megatar.
That sounds like it. I didn't even know that existed.
But it's still not the worst. The worst offender in my book of 2025 is good old Ironheart. Where you're not watching the story of a hero rising, but a goddamn villain. Because she steals a property that's not hers, has all this technology and all this brains, but doesn't want to build something to better humanity. No, she wants to be iconic. Gets a best friend killed, steals the suit back that's not her property. And what does she do to go fund all this? Becomes a criminal and joins a violent criminal thieving gang. Yay, Marvel!
But that's
you wanted representation. You literally did representation of how to become a thief 101.
Look,
oh God, I completely
and that's after she got kicked out of college for helping everybody else lie and cheat on their exams.
Look, tokenism's got a tokenism, and niggas got a nigga. So that's exactly how they wrote that, and it was. I agree with it. It was fucking terrible, but it's a terrible representation.
Well, it was a terrible character to begin with. They picked literally the storyline of a character that they tried, I think, 2 or 3 times in the comics, and the comics epically bombed every fucking time. They just sat on shelves. Nobody wanted them. Nobody wanted to buy them.
Because nobody wanted poor Black Iron Man.
It wasn't about that. It's how they wrote her from the beginning.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, nobody wants poor Black Iron Man. And it doesn't make any sense in a world where Iron Man exists.
Well,
exactly.
Well, I mean, but they could have written the character very easily as almost like a Spider-Man, broke, but has a lot of brain and, could have got funding from Tony Stark. And they could have written it so much differently.
The issue is this. You can't write it like Spider-Man because she's not like Spider-Man. She's had advantages.
Yeah.
I'm saying you could have taken those advantages away and create a good character.
Hear me out. Ignore the comics. Ignore the background behind it. Just go with what happened in the movies. This girl is a genius.
Oh, hold on. I forgot about the best part. Hold on. I forgot about the best part.
Hear me out first.
Make her riches, and to get her suit, she makes a deal with Mephisto. She sells her soul to the devil himself.
Just hear me out first. We're going to go with just the movie. This girl's a genius. She invents this thing. This thing basically puts all of Atlantis in danger. The Atlanteans go to kill her. The Wakandans go to save her. Realize she's a genius. I'm using the quotation marks. Realize she's a genius. Instead of keeping her in Wakanda to work with other fucking geniuses with superpowered shit and everything else, we're gonna let her go to Chicago to go to public school, basically. For no reason. Wait. For no reason.
And at no reason at any time do they ever bring up the fact that she has all this technology she can create and build, and she doesn't go out and sell it for billions.
There's no
reason. She decides to steal shit.
And that's what I'm talking about. There's no reason for her to leave.
Because she wants to be iconic.
There's no reason to go from, well, if you want to do that, there's no reason to go to college. What did you go to college for? You have the labs in Wakanda. You have all of the future technology in Wakanda. You have access to fucking Wakanda. You can do so much more to be iconic and save the world and not go to college. But they're like, no, she's got to go to college. For what? She could have went to college in Wakanda. They could have given that bitch a full
I'm feeling this is on his worst too.
And just kept her in fucking Wakanda, building shit for the next Black Panther, the White Tiger, building shit for bald head bitch and her spear friends. She could have did all that in Wakanda. She could have came up with the suits when Tony Stark dies. When Tony Stark dies at the end of it, she could have came up and been like, okay, cool, Pepper, I have the things, because they have the access to all the people in Wakanda for the shit. I have all this access, but I'm going to go be a...
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently. That's okay. Things are going to be okay.
He ran.
I didn't. I'm here. It said my browser went out, and I know who did it. It was Gary. Shout out to the NSA. Gary cut my mic. He's like, no one talks about Marvel like this.
Hey,
I'm sorry, dude. Shark, what's your worst?
Your friends.
Look, we already talked about Section 31. We're going to leave that one right where it's at, and I'm going to leave that as my entire list. Because the new Starfleet Academy hasn't come out yet, so I can't really bitch about it.
Oh, dude, we're going to have so much fun ripping that a new asshole. Every episode, I think we'll be able to do a show on.
Oh,
you more than any of us, because you know more about that lore than any of us.
I mean, it's just going to be womp womp every fucking time.
No, that actor they got that they're basically making the front man for it. I hate that guy because he's in a bunch of stuff where he's supposed to be. He plays like this broody fucking. I know it all, but I don't know anything. No, the Klingon character. Kid.
That's what I mean. The Klingon.
Yeah, he's Klingon.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the best part. He's a Klingon who in several promo photos is in a skirt. And he doesn't want war. He wants peace.
It's not a
skirt. We already know which way he's going.
This could have just been Alexander's story.
He went Klingon full Spartan, if you know what I mean.
Again, this could have just been Alexander's story, and you know what I'm talking about. They could have just made Alexander Rodchenko and covered his teenage years until he ends up on what's his name?
Yeah.
Not Galron's. What's the one-eyed general's name?
Fucking
Anyway, until he ends up on hit.
Yeah.
Until he ends up on hit. But you
got to remember they can't do that. This is being done in the Discovery future timeline.
Yeah.
So
it's already done.
1,000 years jumped forward from anything we've seen. All right, Walrus, what's yours?
It's already done.
Again, we've talked about it. The Last of Us. If this is a one-on-one on how to kill somebody's childhood, just right then and there.
Yeah.
Just follow the formula they did to retcon everything about The Last of Us. And that's how you killed a person's childhood. It's horrible.
Look,
And I'll give an honorable mention to Squid Game season 3. Frontman in America, like what the hell?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
If they had ended the way Squid Game should have ended was him sacrificing his life, but then the hammer coming down on them and everybody in the building getting killed. There should be no continuing forward. It should have been a done deal.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that to me killed it. Like, it wasn't the way he went out. It wasn't the way he saved the kid. It wasn't the conclusion of giving money to the daughter and all that. You're right. The minute they showed him roll and the guy playing the games in America, I'm just like, really, motherfuckers? You're just going to try to lull cow and milk this shit to death now.
Yep.
And that was a deal killer for me.
Those are my 2.
Okay. All right, A-Ball, what do you got?
All right, so I'm going to start off with The Bear. Not so much because it was bad to me. I didn't work in the restaurant industry. It just seems overrated to me. Like, as I watched it, it's an all right show. It's like mid-tier. So I put it on the worst list. It's not the worst, but it's like in the middle. The same way you have Alien Earth. That's how
and I can respect that, because it is one of those things that everybody who truly loves the show and loves it is people that worked in that industry.
One Punch season 3.
We still got what, one or 2 more episodes to go on there? Is it 1?
It's like, I think it's 2, and then I'm sitting there like, because I love the show, and then you did this, like, and then you do this to me, like.
I know we get 7 episodes of literally almost no Saitama and no Genos in it at all. It's like, what are they thinking?
It's not even good filler.
No, it's not.
No, it's characters you really don't give a fucking shit about.
Exactly.
And then you think there's going to be this epic conclusion with the battle between Garo and the Demon Lord, and it just was. I had so much good hopes for that, and we waited so fucking long for it.
That's the killer.
And then
part.
you have what? How many episodes that you can literally see them reusing the same stills, the same sheets, the same panels?
Yeah.
Or people's feet aren't even touching the fucking grounds when they're walking. It's like, really, motherfuckers? Make us wait 3 years and then you cut the budget to the animation. What the fuck? Yeah.
Lioness.
Oh, I avoided that.
I love modern style, basically ops, clandestine service, clandestine warfare stuff. I really do. I'm a fan of it. But when you're trying more to push forth a narrative versus telling a good story, it pisses me off. And then when you push forward the narrative that doesn't make any fucking sense, like, I get it. She's a woman. She's a woman in clandestine services. She's a woman in power in clandestine services who's acting like she's emotionally immature and too stupid to do her fucking job. Like, sorry, I'm not going to get into it. Lioness, you can watch it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And you'll sit there and go, well, I'll watch it for the rest of the team around her and some of the stuff. But this is kind of shitty. The Abandoned, I had to rewatch. I had to rewatch the first 3 episodes. I watched the whole thing. I had to rewatch the first 3 episodes because it didn't hook me, and it just got stupider and stupider and stupider. And I'm just like, none of this shit makes sense, because you did have powerful women out in the West. You could have done stories. Like, there are stories about powerful women in the West who basically take over after others. You basically put forth a story of these 2 women hated their fucking husbands. They hated the lot that they were given. But then the men died, and they were like, cool, let me fuck up the world.
Yeah.
Anyway. And Spartacus House of Asher.
They should never have made it. There was no reason to make it.
Well, first of all, starting off with it was all a dream. Asher dies in Spartacus, but then you're gonna sit there and retcon it to go, but what if Asher didn't die and he killed Spartacus? Then what would happen? And then you're giving
Spartacus itself already did something most shows could never do, which is continue on and give a great ending and continue a great story after their main person dies.
Right. But here's again,
they didn't need to redo it. They didn't need to rehash it. That was literally a cash grab.
Well, it's a cash grab, but it's not so much that they're rehashing. They're trying to get something off of the popularity of what the show was. House of Asher, first of all, starting off with the "it was all a dream" problem. You're missing the intrigue of the actual show, so that's a problem because you're basically like, hey, he's basically blackballed already because he was a slave and now he's free. He's a Syrian around Romans and they're looking down on him for racist reasons. Okay, cool. So he's got classism, racism, and a whole bunch of other isms that are going against him. And yet somehow he's maneuvering and moving through this world and everything's okay. And I get it. He's backed by a senator who doesn't talk to him. And you basically spend the first 2 episodes knowing he doesn't fucking talk to him. So, like, it's dumb. It's just dumb. So that's my on there. That's it.
Okay. Well, speaking of things dropping the landing and shitting the bed, I'm going to rearrange the subjects a little bit because we're already kind of into it. The shitting the proverbial bed of Stranger Things season 5 and the end. So here's my thoughts on it. They had no real ending and they had no real end in thought. I think they just rushed and created it because they had to, which is why the doof, I'm going to call them the Doofus brothers, not the Duffer brothers. They're the Doofus brothers. Jumped ship right before the end of Stranger Things. They rushed out the finale so they could go sign some contracts to 2 new projects before anybody realized that they never had an end and shit the bed. So that way they keep making paychecks. There is no meaningful deaths at all. So spoiler alert, motherfuckers. Where is it at? Hold on. I want to be nice to people. Where did it go? There you go. Nah. Spoiler alert. There you go. All right. There are no major deaths in it. The deaths that happen are inconsequential, 2 consequential characters nobody gave a fuck about, and we didn't even need them to progress the story at all. So when you do a show and you have no consequences, no meaningful deaths, there's no stakes. The story becomes stale and unreal, and you really don't care because there's nothing on the line at that point.
It's one of my problems with prequels.
Yeah. And then you got the turn with Will. Like, okay, I don't care about him coming out. Who cares? Around the time of the show is supposed to be taking place, that would have been a very major ordeal for somebody to do. You're talking right at the beginning of the fucking AIDS epidemic is in full swing. People didn't come out back then, especially to friends and family. It was very unheard of. So I give that credit. But how they do it coinciding with right as the time that he gets all these great magical powers because he's linked to the Mind Flayer and Vecna. Why wait till now? It would have been better to show those powers progress throughout the series. And the fact that it hurts him when he does it, show his hesitance to do it. But to do it all lumped in with the coming out, it's just kind of like, it comes off as he has harnessed the power of the gayness. And and then you got the main part I hated about it was there's no deaths. I wanted to, as much as I loved all these characters, I wanted to see somebody die. I wanted to feel the weight of the severity of everything they're doing. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 80-pound Nancy's popping up with a fucking M16 with an M203 out shooting military guys left and right and lugging it, firing with no I'm sorry, you're 80 pounds, bitch. That thing would have been shaking your bitch ass everywhere, firing it on full auto.
I mean, I hate to be that guy, but the recoil of the M16 in itself, weight-wise, I get, but the weight on it actually helps control the full auto, and the recoil is lessened by the full length of the stock. So
rephrase this. She is supposed to be firing the first generation after Vietnam. Not the generations you fired. Those were not fun.
Purist, we get your point there, 8-Ball.
Okay. Not to mention the fact that out of nowhere she turns into fucking the female Rambo out of the whole group.
Well,
there's just so much that they did on this that's just like, really?
Well,
I could understand it if the show had that level of unbelievability throughout the entire series.
Well,
if you go back and you watch 1, 2, and 3, it didn't have that. It had the, why is all of this stuff from like our game coming into the real world and people around us are dying and getting ripped apart? It had this groundedness of severity and threat to it. And they just nerfed all of that.
Well, you got to remember.
And then they give us a 45-minute epilogue at the end.
Look, after the way Game of Thrones ended, you should already know all of your favorite shows are going to be ended like that because all of their creators are going to be looking to move on to some bigger and better project.
Which pisses me off. It's bullshit. As much as Lost shit the bed, at least the last season, a lot of fucking people you like died.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'm getting at is this. Stranger Things shit the bed by delaying the way that it did. Stranger Things should have been coming out every year.
Yeah, instead of taking 10 years to do 5 seasons to where now you got a bunch of college-age people still playing kids that are out of high school.
Exactly. They don't
Christ almighty, Millie Bobby Brown popped out a kid between the last 2 seasons.
What?
Right.
And
so,
got married.
So, you didn't risk pulling the trigger, and then you're sitting there going, well, we're going to go off the nostalgia of Stranger Things to make some money. And it's like,
that comes down into the problem with what these streaming platforms are doing. They want to build this grandiose movie scale scope into their shows, but they're not catching on the fact that the reason TV worked for so long is that you had a new season coming out on the seasons it's supposed to come out every year.
Well, okay, I would agree with you, except I then go back to The Expanse. After The Expanse was kicked off of Sci-Fi and it was picked up by Prime.
It was Amazon.
Yeah, it was picked up by Prime. They did it correctly. I think they had a 2-year hiatus.
Okay, but you got to remember, there's a difference in that. They already had all the sets. Everything was built. They never tore anything down.
But
it literally was just a contract shift over.
But that's my point. Amazon Prime gave them the one season. They proved themselves in the ones like they bought.
But the problem is now is it comes. Hold on, it comes to I was watching a show where they broke this down. It comes down to cost, and it comes down to the fact that these weak-willed, pussy-ass actors nowadays think that literally working for 6 months out of a year on a single show is too fucking hard.
Even with that.
Yeah, and that's verbatim interviews of them telling people that.
I know.
It's like, motherfucker, there were people like, case in point, House. That motherfucker was doing every season of House, nonstop filming all year long each year, and in between flying back to London and doing live Broadway shows.
Yeah.
It just comes down to it. You new actor generation, just like your whole generation. You're fucking weak.
Yeah, but
you're lazy and you're fucking weak.
All I'm pointing out is you had a show where they could have shit the bed and had 5 and 8 years between fucking seasons and still shit. They didn't, and it was successful. And when they ended it, it's still one of the most successful things on their platform. I'm not getting into it. Ring of Power, they fucked up almost shit up.
But no, where they did. Hold on, they did shit the bed on Expanse in one phrase, in one situation. They should have finished the fucking books. There are too many cliffhangers they left that show exiting with. Too many side stories that were not finished. And that was because it came down to Amazon didn't want to spend the fucking money.
Well, they were spending the money on stupid shit like Ring of fucking Power and shit.
Yeah, which will go down as the biggest billion-dollar dick suck of a billionaire's ego. Because that's the only reason they're continuing it. Because Bezos will not let his ego say it was a failure.
Right? That and he's watching you in your tub.
And when you're watching your TV.
Mm-hmm.
He knows when you're awake.
I find it interesting. Right? We'll go into a side note that Texas is the first state that went after Samsung, LG, and I think it's it's not Sony. It's LG, Samsung, and one other TV company about the smart TVs with camera capabilities that are actually tracking your shit. and it was not disclosed in the purchase agreement.
I mean, they haven't even went after people like freaking Spectrum and all that, because utilizing things like Alexa and other stuff, they can actually track your movement through your house via Wi-Fi now.
All right, we'll get it. Let's save this rabbit hole for next show, because there's a lot to go into on that rabbit hole.
Yes. But all I want to say is everybody forgot about the laptop camera problems back in the day when people were using those to track. Like, I'm like, how did you not know?
You still turn on somebody's cell phone at any time.
No, what I'm saying is
Google's got your microphone on 24/7.
Right, but
does Apple?
But in fact, I'm pretty shocked that most people have not gotten ads 10 minutes after doing something you're not supposed to be doing, that it says, try this lube.
All I'm pointing out is that they already knew this problem existed with the internet capable cameras.
You've noticed you're chafing. Try this.
Yeah, but they came up with a solution for that.
You know what? In November, you've exceeded a lot.
Right here. Right here. This is the solution.
That little camera cover thing. I already know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so for them to be all up in arms, like, oh no,
there's a fallacy in that. What's your fix for the microphones that are in everything?
Watching me. You already knew this was a thing.
Dude, if I know, I really did. But then again, mine doesn't have a camera. But if mine did have a camera and read that article, you better believe I'm buying some Cialis and giving them a fucking show for the next week.
But here's the thing, right? With the ones with the mics, this is why I'm moving away from the A word and all that, and I'm moving to Home Assistant, is because I can self-contain all that and not have to worry about Bezos and companies bullshit.
You're your own secular home base. You are literally like everything you have is built inside a Faraday.
Correct.
Which you're going to do that here next. Yeah, I was watching a video the other day on something I'm going to talk to you about later. It was something about going into the actual router settings and basically building it to where they can't see where the fuck you're going.
Yep.
VPN on steroids, basically.
Yeah.
So, all right. So to hop into it, that kind of goes into our next little bit of segments we're going into. Now that we've taken the big steaming dump on Stranger Things, you're next, YouTube. CEO of YouTube. Keep sucking that AI dick, you fucking jackass.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So I got to give credit where credit is due.
Be nice to our overlords.
Yeah, I got to give credit where credit is due. This goes to the FNT crew and Gary from Neurotic. They were arguing about, on FNT this past episode about the situation with YouTube, about some of the things that are going on and how it's going to come down to basically fixing these things. How is it going to come down to giving us back a creator space what creator spaces were supposed to be? So they brought up an idea, and I think they were onto it. There's only one man that could do it. Elon Musk keeps putting all his money into trying to turn Twitter into TikTok meets fucking YouTube. Fuck that shit, Elon. Buy fucking Rumble. They've already got the base going. Give them the money and the technology to basically kick YouTube's dick into the dirt. That's why Rumble sucks right now. Rumble does not have... Rumble has the program. Rumble has the operating system. What they don't have is the money, the servers, the server space to allocate bigger bandwidth, better resolution, basically what YouTube has. And they don't have enough people to see the foresight of how to make it become what YouTube used to be. They want to try. Rumble's trying too hard to be, the anti-YouTube meets Kick crowd. Fuck that noise. Grab all the YouTube people that are losing everything because of YouTube's bullshit. And Elon has the money to do it. He's the only person out there that has the money to do it that isn't already in bed with fucking Google. As much as I don't really care for the guy, because at times he can be a jackass, he is the only one out there that has the funds to do it and has the will and want to do it. So
he may be building something on the back end we don't know about.
Well, he is. He's trying to do live. He's trying to do live through X and do a YouTube style thing in X. But the problem is, it's the way X is allocated and created, it's not built for it.
I wouldn't know
It's
because
the
they
wrong
banned
crowd.
my ex account and then won't give it back to me because some other dude hacked my account. So I don't know.
I've never had one. I just know people that have, and it's like when you watch these technical guys break down, it would detract too much from, I guess, how it functionally works now. They would have to change so much of it, it wouldn't make sense. It would make sense to buy something that's already done and bridge them, kind of like what fucking Meta did when they took over Instagram. That would be the better way to do it. So that's my rant on YouTube and their dumb shit, and why I put their CEO on there, because they are failing creators. And they're not failing creators because they're just dumb and inept and failing. They're doing it intentionally, which is going to go right into the next one. So Shark, if you would please for me, share with us just randomly your YouTube homepage.
Oh, oddly enough, I have it up right now.
Because this goes into our AI slop invasion.
Let me scroll
Over the
all way
last
to
month, YouTube has made drastic changes to everybody's homepage. And I want us to share our homepages very quickly because we're going to see a shocking similarity in each one of them. So right there, as you can see, your recommendations is narrowed down to 1, followed by instantly trying to push their shorts bullshit, which a good majority of the shorts is all AI made bullshit. It's not actually made by the creators out there.
Yep.
It's AI crap. Now scroll down. Keep scrolling. See, they haven't hit yours yet. That's interesting. This is kind of why I wanted to see everybody's. Okay, so Walt, hop yours out. Walrus, share yours.
Okay. Yeah, mine's supposedly sharing right now.
Huh?
Oh, hold on. Just here, we got it.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
All right, so there we go. You got the recommended. So you've got our episode going on right now. So that's kind of cool. It is showing that. But again, you pop into the shorts.
Pop into the shorts.
Oh,
no, don't pop into them. Just scroll down to them.
Yeah, just scroll. Yeah, go back. Just scroll down.
Yeah, you're just scrolling down. So I want to see your left. So you got shorts. Now keep going down. Now you're going down. Now it's good. Now they added the breaking news popped into yours. Okay, so see, yours is still centrally mostly to, it's close to the original format, but still, it's more trying to push shorts. Like if you notice when you do a search into something on YouTube right now, it pops up tons of shorts rather than giving you the long form videos, especially if you're looking for like an installation or an instruction video, it's going to jet you straight into that. Okay, so let me hop yours out. Let me bring mine up right here. So I'm going to have to I'll bring that window back up. All right. So let's see here. Mine's going to be a little shorter because I got my windows kind of narrowed down. So again, recommendations, shorts, right there. Those are AI created pay to play fucking games.
Oh, those are a little further down for me.
Yeah, but eventually you're going to notice the more you start using YouTube ever since they did this update, that's going to creep further and further up and be more and more often. So what does this come down to, ladies and gentlemen? Why are we seeing these changes? Why are they doing it? There's a lot of people out there speculating. It's very simple. YouTube wants it all to be AI. The CEO has literally said he wants to double down on that AI dick. He doesn't just want to double down. He wants to go balls, taint, and all. The reason why? Because it's simple. You create AI bullshit. Everybody starts gobbling up AI bullshit. The fucking advertisers pay for people to watch the AI bullshit. Eventually, you don't need the human fucking creators at all. You can pump out all this AI slop bullshit, and YouTube doesn't have to pay out a revenue share to any fucking real person. They can keep it all 100% for themselves, and at the same time, turn all of you into even bigger brain-dead retards. We are living in idiocracy. It is unfolding in real life. And on that sad little note of AI doomsday apocalyptic theory, we're going to hop into something to keep everybody going so you can watch all that AI slop. We're going into our roaster of the month. So, Roaster of the Month, first one for 2026. I decided I'd bring out a team of badasses out of New York City, and that is Say Coffee. Now, the cool part about Say is they have maintained to stay small, but yield big yields due to mastering how to, when you get in orders, keeping the roasting specific days of the week and letting you know that, hey, if you order on Monday, we already roasted, you ain't going to get your shit till Thursday because we roast on Wednesday. They're very good at managing that. Their quality control is really good. They are one of the few roasters I've brought up on this show that they are masters at creating, there's a coffee for everybody that they roast. So you don't got to be like me where you're into the light roast, wild, crazy shit. You can be a medium roast person. You can be a, Choco can of nuts type of coffee guy. You can be a dark roast lover. They do it all, and they do it all really well. Amazing quality control. Every time you order the roast from them, if it's a roast that they decide, yearly to revolve, you're always going to get the same quality. Is always, for the most part, going to taste very close to what you got the first time. On top of that, they have had many roasts win roast awards, and many winning barista champs have used their coffees to win the barista championship awards. So if you get a chance, you can do like all the coffee companies kind of do it all the same now. You can go onto their website, you click shop coffees, you're going to get their breakdown of all their coffees, or you can actually do a subscription where they'll randomly pick stuff and ship it to you on a rotation of your choice, so you're never out of coffee. I always like just buying, you risk the whole running out, but my problem with subscriptions is I may end up getting something I don't like, or if I don't get the timing right, I go a longer period without coffee, which is not a good thing. Wolf becomes a very wolfy wolf when no coffee involved. So that is definitely a no bueno. So go check them out. Again, at the end of the show, I will have all the descriptions for everything in here if you want to go check them out. Give them a shout out. Try. I mean, seriously, $17. Get a 250-gram bag that'll last you if you're a cup a day drinker. That's a good, almost a month worth of coffee for $17. Give them a try. Shout them out. Think you'll be happy with them. And the cool part is if you send them a message, tell them what you like. Their people are pretty fast to respond and very good at giving you a selection of coffee that you're actually going to enjoy. So, bopping out of the coffee roaster of the month, we go to our creator spotlight of the month, the first one of 2026. All right, our first content creator of the year for 2026 is Uncle Jesse. For those of you that know, you know who Uncle Jesse is. For those of you that don't, if you are into 3D printing and you haven't watched Uncle Jesse, you need to watch Uncle Jesse. If you're thinking about getting into 3D printing, you need to watch Uncle Jesse. If you've never thought of 3D printing but are curious about what 3D printing is and want to jump down the rabbit hole of 3D printing with 3D printers, watch Uncle Jesse. Reason I say this is if you go to Printables, Maker's World, any website that offers 3D models for 3D printing, there's a good chance that all the really good ones when it comes to practical shit to use or improvements on the machine you bought, Uncle Jesse made the motherfuckers. This guy literally, like, you can look at it. If we go to his videos, 3 days, 4 days, 12 days, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 month, he is literally pumping out videos all the fucking time. And this is not his only channel. I think he has like 2 others, if I'm not mistaken. And he's just a cool dude to watch. Like,
testing out thermoforming your 3D prints. I hope I am saying that correct. Basically, what we're going to be doing is printing some objects that apply
good video quality. I love the fact that when he goes into breakdowns of things, now he does multiple angles. He gets in close. There's so many people I watch on whatever I'm doing, whether it be 3D printing or anything, that I get so pissed off that rather than, fully showing you what they're working on. They're like, and then you do this to the piece. It's like, I'm looking at your face, asshole. Show the fucking piece.
Yeah.
You know, some of us are visual learners, goddammit. You know, we can't close our eyes like you with Braille magic, figure out what the fuck you're doing down out of camera. So yeah, Uncle Jesse, link will be in the descriptions. Give him a check out. Like I said, even if you're not into 3D printing, but you're just kind of curious of why so many people get into 3D printing, it's a good channel to launch off. Like, he is a good stepping stone into understanding it. And like I said, he's funny. He keeps the videos. He's literally Mr. Rogers meets Blue's Clues of 3D printing is the best way I can describe him. Kind of snarky. And the reason we had Uncle Jesse on here is because that's going to hop us into our new section. This is the first time that 8-Ball's here to see the entry. All right, for this episode of What the Tech, as you can see with the lead-in of Uncle Jesse, it's about 3D printing. Ooh. Now, 3 of us here on the panel actually own 3D printers, and between the 3 of us, we all each have 3 different 3D printing ecosystems. Behind me, as you can see with the low lighting, hold on. Hey, Google, turn on Studio. I have behind me, the big boy is a bamboo printer, and the small boy is an Elegoo Centauri Carbon. Hey, Google, turn off Studio. So I actually started with an Elegoo. My first 3D printer, I'll rephrase this. The second 3D printer I ever owned but actually operated, because the first stayed in a box and never got open because my life was too chaotic at that time. Thank you, health problems and getting laid off. My first one that I actually got to utilize and then start to realize what's cool about 3D printing and the fun of it is actually right behind Shark right now.
Yep.
And that was an Elegoo Neptune 3. So, well, it's a 3 Pro, right?
Yeah. It's a 4.
It is a 4? Okay.
4.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
4
a 4 plus.
non-Pro. 4 plus, okay. So it's a Neptune 4 Plus. And that's made by Elegoo.
Yep. And then we have the 4.
Yeah. So
right next to it.
Has gone full into the Elegoo ecosystem. Now, every 3D printer uses a program known as a splicer, and all of the ones that are out there are pretty much some variation of Orca Slicer. Each company adds their own little things to it, and anybody that's into 3D printing that owns multiple machines, they will all tell you that each one does something better than the others, and then some do things that literally knock the others out of the park. And then all of them have something in them that literally makes you want to throw it out a fucking window. That's just kind of the way it is. So I'm going to go through my little breakdown very quickly. I'm going to share this very quickly so people can actually see this, but I need to move it so I can actually see the screen. There you go. You go over there. Gotta love big real estate monitor. Except for when gaming, it's a little overboard. Like Cyberpunk, I was like, this is awesome, this is awesome. Oh shit, I can see people running. No, they're coming from both directions. Fuck, which way do I go? Yeah. We need a little audio clip when I do that. Goes, first world problems.
First of all, this whole section is first world problems.
Yeah.
Like, let's just point it out. Ooh, look at how I spent my big boy money.
You know what?
I spent money to make money.
I have a job that I work a lot of hours to have what I call disposable income.
Okay.
So I can do first world problems.
All right. Okay, hold on. Time out. First of all, no disposable income. I don't have disposable income. I bought these because there were too many things that I need manufactured or done that I did not want to spend the money to pay somebody to do after watching videos and thinking, okay, I can do a $400 investment and save in the end $200 out of the $600 it would cost for someone else to make all this shit and do it myself. And then be able to replicate it again and again and again after and throw it on Etsy and sell it to some schmuck that really doesn't want to fucking pay the money to do it themselves. And Shark and I have already created, when people watched the last show, y'all saw the caddy system that was sitting next to the X-Bloom. We both designed all that and printed that, and we were actually going to be selling those, and we're going to make different variations for different brew methods because all the ones that I found online did not contain everything that I wanted from an aspect of someone who brews multiple methods. Most of the ones out there are like, if you do V60, we got this. Well, what if I want to do something else? V60, we got this. That's how all the ones that are out there are. They're not interchangeable or can handle multiple methods. And there are a lot of people, especially baristas, that don't make coffee just one fucking way all the time.
Yep.
So,
and the idea is to make the Lego version of a caddy.
Yeah. So what you're seeing right now on the screen, this is the bamboo ecosystem. So the first one I had was the Elegoo. I had varying degrees of success and failures with the one that Brenlee has, but I didn't have it long enough to learn the quirks of what's known as a bed slinger, which is the models where it slings itself. So when I got the Elegoo, I tried some of the prints that had failed on the one that Shark has now. And I instantly got them to fucking work out of the box. Like it was night and day. So then I started researching some of the larger things I wanted to make. And that's when I realized that when it comes to the companies like Bamboo and Prusa, the more expensive models that are out there, there's a reason why. It is literally some of the technology they put into it. I have only had, since I got the Bamboo, maybe, how to word it, I have had 3 different things I've tried to print fail multiple times, but through trial and error, learned that it wasn't the machine that created the failure. It was my stupidity of not learning what to do properly. But now I'm sitting here, and after only, about a month, Shark, you'd say?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I'm turning out fully high detailed replicas of video game weaponry with flawless effort to where literally I don't even need to sand them. I can primer them and paint them and they're done. And there are companies, one out there called Blasters for Masters, that they make literally this one right here, the Ace of Spades from Destiny, this exact style one I'm holding. People pay them $200 fucking dollars for this thing. And there's no difference between theirs and mine. 1-to-1 identical. Because 10-to-1, they took the same print file I did and just tweaked it enough to where they didn't have to pay for the license. But I love the ecosystem of the Bamboo. Like right now you're watching, it is printing. So I have a finished one here. I printed the Archangel from Cyberpunk. The problem is whoever created this print, this is for like a kid wanting to do cosplay. So I had to scale it up in size by about 35%. That's what you're seeing on the screen right now is it's printing the receiver and the barrel because I have all the other like look at this. I don't know if my camera's going to show it because let me jack up the light here so you can. Be forewarned, people, I'm about to glow. I don't get a lot of sun. Okay. This is all the detail it printed on it. Every intricate, perfect piece of engraving and separational line perfectly smooth. And I'm able to do skill level of stuff like that after a month of fucking around. Now imagine if I actually turned this into a full job. Now, bear in mind to people, these idiots that are like, I'm going to start a print farm because I watch all these videos. Do not do it.
Agreed.
No, you have so much competition out there, you will never, ever succeed. For every video you watch of you have found of somebody going, start a printing business, they either work for one of these companies or a filament company. They are making money some other side. Because everybody that is successful at it, their videos will literally tell you, I'm only successful because I started this during COVID or pre-COVID. You know, they started a while ago, and they built a company base, and they're making products that no one else makes because they own the patents to whatever they're making. But yeah, I find it fun. It is relaxing to me to create it. And I would say definitely if you're interested in getting into it, the Elegoo ecosystem is a good one. We're going to let Shark go in next, more about the Elegoo. And Shark literally has gone into the whole CAD part of it. And if we can ever get the money to actually get one of the good CAD programs, the amount of shit he'd be able to build. Like, way our brains work between the two design is Shark is a master at the mathematical end of it.
I'd say the geometry side, less math.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're good at the geometry side of it and using the CAD portion, as where I'm the type that I could physically, because I grew up with my grandfather was a master carpenter. So I grew up in a wood shop. I grew up physically building stuff. My dad was a welder. I grew up around metalworking, woodworking.
Well,
so like I can think fully 4D and physical, look at something in a physical, like when we built Shark's desk, he couldn't envision what I was talking about. But in my head, I already saw the whole desk built out in between where we were building it. Like all the support structure, all of it.
Like we said, you are good with taking existing parts and taking away from it and seeing the vision. I'm good at starting from blank canvas and building up to a vision.
Yeah.
I'm good at agricultural work.
Well,
I can crack a really bad racial joke on that one. But,
that was the whole point.
that was the joke. It's in my family history.
Why can't I put it up there? Can you throw it up there? I was going to show this one that I made real quick. I don't know why it's not letting me throw it up there.
Well, it shows it on the stage. Let me see here.
There we go. So I've got, with Home Assistant, I've changed up all the cameras I have in the house. And so what I did is I took the measurements of a camera and I built Wally from scratch because the camera literally looks like Wally's head. And I mean, being able to do this stuff is actually really simple to my tism.
Well, bear in mind, people, a little bit of a disclaimer here. You're probably thinking, oh man, how much does this cost? Little tidbit. The program you're seeing right here, what he is using, which is called Tinkercad, is free.
Yep.
It doesn't cost a dime. And I just came across a video that I shared with Shark the other day that someone has now, it's a walkthrough of how to take a paper image or a photo of anything in three-dimensional space, transfer it to a three-dimensional CAD, and then in turn turn it into an STL file to 3D print what you're physically that you basically turn anything into a 3D print basically.
Yep. Matter of fact, for my Star Trek group that I'm with, this is our badges that we had lost the original CAD files for them. These are the badges that we have for our people to wear for events and stuff. Just had to take the image, the Illustrator image, and went to town with it. Got it back up.
Nice.
So it's all about just throwing some shapes together and figuring out how to do it right. I don't know. Like I said, works with my tism.
Now, since you pretty much have the only ones in the group, what are your pros and cons so far you found when it comes to the bed slingers?
Bed slingers. If you don't have a good footprint around your item, and there's a setting that I've heard about, but I haven't been able to find it, where when it's doing your infill and you hear that clipping noise, where it's going across the print, whenever it's doing its crisscross pattern, it'll clip. And evidently there's a setting to turn that off, but that clipping, if you don't have a good solid foot with your print, it'll knock it right the fuck over.
Yeah, on Elegoo Splicer, when you're looking at it, it is, hold on. It's under supports, and it's literally,
You can also fix
it's
it.
under
by changing
sparse
your
infill section.
Yeah, you can change the infill pattern.
Yeah.
Well, so it's more to the fact that of the way it's designed, regardless of the infill pattern, it's because one layer is higher than the one it's laying down. There's a setting to turn that off.
How I change that is the setting you're talking about. Its default is 0.20. I put it at 0.28 and it doesn't do it anymore. Just that little deviation, and it hasn't caused an issue since. And oddly enough, it's only the Elegoo that did it. The Bamboo never does it because the Bamboo will self-correct itself. Because, little tidbit for people that are wondering, the reason the Bamboos have such great issue figuring shit out, the fucker's got LiDAR built into it.
Yeah. That's
like,
cool.
if it senses anything going wrong, it ceases all operation and lets you know, hey, bugger, check it out. Something's fucking up. Which has happened a couple of times.
See, the Creality does similar, but it just does it through an optical camera and AI detection.
Yeah, and see, the Bamboo has the camera with the same thing, but then it also has right next to the nozzle the LiDAR. So it's basically double checking everything. So the big eye sees all, and the LiDAR sees what's at the extrude, what's at the nozzle. So it's kind of crazy to watch it. So yeah, well, you were going in. What's your pros and cons so far, Shark?
Pros, I would say that cooling, for whenever it's laying down cooling, my cooling pattern doesn't require as much fan as the enclosed systems. Cons, with, like I said, without that foot and the bed slinging, if you have something tall, it can easily wobble if you don't have the correct supports.
Okay.
That's been my biggest news.
What do you got here?
So here I've got Creality Print. It's almost like a copy of Bamboo Labs a little bit. I was seeing a lot of similarities when you're pulling yours up. Like, we'll see. Oh, we don't want to go there. Like here, we slice it here. It's not going to take me very long. It's very small. Very similar to what everybody else has. One of the things I really like with this, and this is how I helped build George or Bob or whoever we're going to actually call him over here.
Yeah.
I just took this file that I have and I scaled it up. I think it's a 1:8 model. I scaled it up by 8, and boom, Bob's your uncle. But I was able to, within the slicer, I could come in and I could tell it to create a dovetail plane so that I can actually cut through the model. And when it cuts through the model, it creates a dovetail. So it actually fits in. So when you're post-processing, you don't have to worry about, hey, how am I going to put this whole thing together? And so I've been experimenting a lot with that, and I really like it. I haven't seen one quite like that for Bamboo Labs or Elegoo or some of the others. Not saying they don't have it, I just haven't seen it. So I thought that was a really neat feature to have within here, just for STLs in general.
I like that.
Yeah. There's a main part on the droid that I did to be able to merge the torso and the legs. There's a bridging component, and I was able to just slide those two in very nicely.
It's interesting when I'm looking at your upper menu here that it's like, the one thing that I know that the Bamboo has, only it and the Prusa have, is the functionality to auto sense and be able to, and that's what I'm testing with these new the print that's going on right now, is you can actually literally set it to where it will, instead of just, like your standard setting where you put it on 0.20 or 0.16, 0.18, it will actually go all the way down to 0.06, back up to 0.24 through an entire print. It'll stage itself out, and that's how that shit became so damn smooth. And apparently only Bamboo and Prusa do it, and do it well.
Yeah, because I've
seen where you
where
have this, I'm thinking you might only have that, where Bamboo and Prusa only have the other. Each one, and I'm pretty sure if we tinker with Elegoo long enough, we're going to find something in there that none of the other ones have either. That's kind of how each one separates themselves apart.
Yeah, well, there's a version of that in here, but it's not very good.
And see, that's what most people talk about is like Elegoo and Creality and some of the others, when they try to do it, it just does not implement it. And I think it's because the lack of the type of AI this thing's using, the LiDAR. I think all the add-ons it has to it factor into all of that working. And I think a lot of it all comes down to, just the OS these people use. I mean, some of them are better than others when it comes to anything. Hell, it comes to cars, everything.
I forget if it's Prusa or Bamboo, but I know that there's a setting in one of them where you can create like little holes in your prints. And then also on the reverse side of what you're printing, you can also put a peg. So you can just kind of mesh them together.
Yeah.
And it'd be really nice for indexing and setting up in a similar fashion to the Dovetail. But, that's something that I don't get access to in Creality. One of the things I noticed is that
I'm over here looking at poor 8-Ball, and all I got to do is.
I know. We're nerding out.
For a while there, you literally 8-Ball. You had, I don't know, you had that old Uncle Ruckus of, that motherfucker gonna shut up yet.
No. Y'all don't understand. I'm listening to y'all nerd out, and like the thoughts that I keep running across are, I'm like,
these are first word problems, damn it.
Well, no, not even that. I'm like, AI plus 3D printer plus Terminators equals replicators making Terminators.
Yep, exactly.
And then I'm like, nobody's gonna get that reference because I'm the only. Like, I think.
Oh no! Sarah O'Connor is staring at us all, going, "What the hell?"
Well, no, I'm just thinking like nobody's gonna get the Stargate reference except for Stark.
I got it. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. Wolf loves Stargate, too.
I watched more Stargate than, well, maybe not 8-Ball.
I have the time because I don't have 3D printers.
Remember, I'm probably the one person on this panel that yearly rewatches all of Universe.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that is my only.
Yeah. But that is my only caveat to this new show, Stargate, they're coming up with. Give us some answers to what the fuck happened to the crew of Destiny.
Yeah.
Because I know the actor that played, I know all the actors that were on it will come back. They've all said so. Even, God, I fucked up his name the whole episode.
Right.
The one that played Rush. Even he said he would come back.
Fuck that. Just kill them all off screen. Kill them all off screen.
No. I want to know what the fuck is at the end. I want to know what they're going towards.
Only reason I say that is because anything that they're going to try to do to rehash is gonna either retcon or mess something up or put a new.
I'm not saying rehash. I'm literally just saying in an episode, if they show we've gotten an update from Destiny, they survived. Just let us know what happened. That's it.
Okay.
Don't show anyone. Don't do anything. Just leave it in the universe that they survived. They're continuing on. Leave that door open. Because now we're just they went to sleep and Eli's sitting there jerking it on the, watching Space Ghost by slowly.
But
probably doing some nasty shit to Chloe while she's passed out too.
No.
There's no way a motherfucker's staying away by himself for a year and ain't some crazy pervy shit gonna happen.
No, you know what's funny to me? Because then I'm thinking about the movie Travelers, and it's like, you woke me up.
Well, remember, he's got his dead girlfriend in that VR world in between using the stone, so he's probably going to be he's going to turn into the WoW guy at his computer, but instead he's got the stone in one hand.
You're saying the VR room's going to be a Jackson Pollock?
Right? Oh, God. Don't blacklight in there.
Right? No black lights.
It's like, why is this whole room glowing?
Why is it?
Oh. But no.
Why is there some fishy smell?
Why is there some strange orifice built into one of the pods?
Look at that plumbus.
Wasn't that a food tube? What the hell?
But no. While y'all been talking about it, I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking that, and then I was thinking tungsten core 308s because I am not gonna. No, I'm just saying tungsten core 308s because I'm going to be able to destroy everything that you build.
But well,
technologically speaking, I have this, and so what I do with it is build IKEA furniture that comes with it.
You mean you build overpriced Swedish shit that always has a part that you think you fucked up and didn't put on it?
Wait. We can print that.
We can print that.
No. I build the Temu version of the expensive Swedish stuff.
So you're saying you're going to get the Temu 3D printer?
Actually, we can 3D print a 3D printer for you.
That's true. We can.
Yeah.
The very second that that's done, that's all of a sudden when Skynet goes self-aware, and then everybody's hitting up James. Hey, can we get them tungsten 308s?
Well, since we're already laughing, and I kind of skipped this earlier, it's time to laugh. I'm going to start a little mild and go wild.
I'm sorry. There was a whole group of people that don't get this shit.
Look, people don't understand because one, I was an Ernest fan, but then also I am a wrestling fan. So like, I've watched this real time.
Here you go.
Right.
Solid.
You know, what's really funny is I saw this little skit cartoon of Vegeta and Goku talking to Chuck Norris. And they're like, we heard you're the greatest fighter. How many push-ups can you do? All of them.
All of them.
It just reminds me of when we hit the Waffle House before your wedding.
Right.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Got 2 more to go. They get better.
You keep saying this word, but I do not think it means what you think it means.
Oh no.
That's like Jesus Ween. When they did that.
All right, and the last one. Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
This one's a good one coming up. I love this one.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, when mom's talking about a rose, she doesn't mean flowers. Oh, Jesus.
And that is for the lulls for this episode.
Boy, got something to say there, Abel?
No, I just know things.
Abel, that's why we're called the wise. We know things.
Oh man.
All
right. Well, on that note,
I know things.
I found 2 gameplay trailers and 4 new movie trailers, and 3 new movies and 1 show trailer for us to close out the show with today before we go into just general bullshitting. So I'm gonna hit us with the intro while Shark gets those ready. All right, so the first one we got here is a new one coming in with Bob Odenkirk called Normal.
Welcome to Normal, Minnesota, a charming, unassuming town where time moves slow and a friendly face is always just around the corner.
Your eyes,
You'll never be far from our local mayor, dedicated deputy sheriff, a friendly mailman, cheerful store owners, cozy eateries. Oh, and our
Why is it every time I hear one of those fucking accents, all I get tossed to is fucking Ted when he's talking about a girl going, oh yeah, water, give it to me.
Oh jeez.
Oh man.
So somewhere here on YouTube, I'll have to find it and send it to you. This girl reads, like, she'll read smut for you, but she reads it like a Midwest accent, and it's freaking hilarious. Oh my god, it's great. I love the men in tights look here,
baby.
Yeah.
Hey, like the way you law, man.
life in Normal is quiet, peaceful, predictable. Until it isn't.
Why are they shooting at you?
I'm at a loss.
Jesus.
That's not where I was aiming.
Welcome to Normal.
It flows through my veins.
I wonder if this is just going to be a nice, happy, cop shoot 'em up film.
I kind of feel like he's a one-trick pony now, though.
No, I'm sorry. This is because they're doing that to him. Because I'm like, so you just did Fargo meets Nobody.
Yeah.
That's what this trailer comes off at, but that's why I want to watch the trailer, because you got to remember, sometimes these movies don't end up being that. It's the way these idiotic marketing companies edit out these trailers.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of but I've had a few movies I've watched at the trailer. I was like, oh, this person's doing this again. Then you watch the movie and you're like, okay, that trailer was so fucking wrong on the direction this movie went on. But sometimes that's a good thing.
Well,
sometimes
if you look at, no, I have the example to point out for you. Pig, they made that look like it was another John Wick-esque film, and it's not.
No, Pig's like, a good example. You're actually right.
Yeah, if you looked at the trailer for that, you were like, oh, it's John Wick, but it's for a pig. No.
Yeah. All right, so the next one we got actually shocked me when I first saw the pictures from it, and that is the new Nick Cage movie called Madden, about John Madden, because he fucking looks like him. Like, whoever did the prosthetic work did damn good.
This could be interesting.
There's only one John Madden. They didn't make another one. He is one of a kind. Football wouldn't be football.
Yeah.
Without him.
I have no idea where we are, who we are, where we're coming from, or who we're throwing to.
Very interesting.
And the best part about it, so far what they've showed, I don't think this is going to be Cage being Cage. This is Pig-style Cage. This is him fully embodying the character of the person he's getting into.
Acting, yeah.
I'm a big Cage hater, but I'm interested.
I mean, I can see it.
Cage is one of those. When he's good, he should have won an Oscar good. But then he does a lot of things that you're just kind of like, you're either going to love or hate it. But either way, you leave there going, why would you pick that role? Why?
Then he does Burning Man.
Yeah. Or then he does a curveball.
Yeah.
A weird indie film like Willy's Wonderland, where he doesn't say a single word in the entire fucking thing, but it's a damn good movie. It's literally the adult of what Five Nights at Freddy should have been, even though Five Nights at Freddy was good for what it was.
I think this is going to be Con Air level.
And then he'll circle back to Burning Man by being a Burning Man in Kick-Ass.
Yeah. No, I think this is going to be Con Air level good.
I loved Willy's Wonderland because I was like, I feel like the meeting for that was, hey, Nick, we need you to do a movie for us. And he was like, I'll do it, but I need a lot of money for my lines. And he's like, okay, cool. cool. We'll pay you $2 million a line." And he was like, "That sounds perfect." And then he shows up.
Yeah, but then he does crazy Cage being Cage playing Cage in like the unbearable. What is it, the Unbearable Talent?
Yeah.
So, all right. Next one we got is the first trailer drop for the Odyssey.
Oh my God, I want to see this so bad.
It's either gonna be great or it's gonna be shit.
Yeah,
I'm so mad because they dropped this trailer. Well, they dropped this trailer and it ain't coming out till like June or July.
Yeah.
After years of war, no one could stand between my men and home. Not even me.
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
Oh, so you're looking at it in July.
Yeah, so far it looks good. And like I said, this is literally, in a sense, just the teaser. It's not really like this is the official trailer, but it's the first. You know how they do the short release trailers. This is the first of the actual trailers. So we haven't seen the best trailer yet. This is just to let you know it's coming out. We're getting the ball rolling. So I'm curious to see.
You know what? Honestly, leave it at that. Just leave it at that all the way up to premiere. You'll get you'll get the money.
Yeah, don't drop another trailer.
Don't
maybe like
do the press
shorts.
junkets.
They're gonna drop another trailer. It's fucking Christopher Nolan.
I know, but like I'm saying, if they leave that alone, leave it there. Do press junkets, but don't really get more in depth than just that trailer. They are going to make their fucking money.
Yeah,
and then some.
At least you know it's going to be in Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision and IMAX and all that because it's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Shot.
I'm looking forward to it. Yep. All right. So next one we got is actually a game that's coming out called Replaced. You got that one, Shark?
Yep, right here.
All right, kill the closed captioning.
There we go.
There you go.
We're not the same as another walk alone. Young and never look back. I'm all on my own now. So just do me a favor. Stand and please hold your ground. The time is to come yet to become our own savior. soul. Redemption, desolation for my soul. Deep in the heart, the fear that it traps us. It's the fear of letting go.
So first of all, I'm digging it because it's cyberpunk. But what threw me off when I saw this is when I first saw it and it started, I'm thinking the same, okay, it's a side scroller. Then as you watch it, it's not.
Yeah,
this thing goes from
a combination.
It's so when I research more into it, it's a combination side scroll,
It's
third person, overshot, far view. It combines everything. The only thing it doesn't have is first person. That's it. So that's how I'm wondering, how are the movement mechanics going to work? That's what's going to make or break a game like this. How does the move mechanics work?
Yeah, because that's going to be rough.
Maybe it's one of those games where you get to change it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking when you move and the camera pans, all you do is move, and it's been a long time since I've seen a game try to do that, but not on this scale. And I love the fact that I like the retro. I like how some scenes it's the retro effect in the graphics, and then the far off scenes, the upscale graphics come in. It's like it's a very cool effect of giving that forced perspective.
But like A-Ball said, it's Ninja Gaiden, but cyberpunk.
Sort of.
Yeah, it's
like
just,
I said, you research more of it. I'm curious. Well, I think it's going to be interesting.
Because the movement mechanics, they've done this before in like what was that game? Entity or whatever, where you basically play the blob that's going around snatching people and shit. It's the exact same movement mechanics.
If they do it that way. So I'm saying this is all going to come down on it. It looks good. It looks interesting. Is the story good? Does it keep a good pacing? And are they going to do something in the move mechanics that nobody's done before, or tweak what something was done but failed the first time when they did it, and this now works? So I'm saying there's a lot of variables in this that could make this shit or make it entertaining. I'm hoping to make it entertaining just because I first time when I saw it, I was just kind of like, okay, for once it's a game trailer that I'm kind of in that. I'm not excited, but I'm not like, fuck, this looks like shit. I'm in that. Okay, you've sparked my interest. I want to know where this goes. All right, so next one we got is Dracula with Christoph Waltz.
My order has been studying this for 400 years. And you're the first to have captured a specimen alive. These creatures are the result of a divine curse. What exactly did I capture? A vampire. For 400 years now, we've been looking for the source. Here you are.
He comes to find his princess.
Count Draco. Centuries ago, I asked God for one favor. I will fight in his name. But I ask him to spare my wife. He took my princess. Tell your God that until he brings me back my wife, my life no longer belongs to him. Pure souls can be reincarnated. Since then, I have lived on waiting for her return. She's in danger. He's here. Let him come. If we succeed in destroying this demon, all those who he's bitten will be freed from the curse. God sent you here to kill me. God sent me here to save you.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
I got to see it so I can talk about it, but
I think it's taking a more direct approach with less liberty than the Bram Stoker's Dracula did. I think
I'm going to watch it when it comes out free, like on a streaming or something.
It's not a theater for me either. It's one I want to see at home.
No, I'm going to see it in the theater because I want to see it. I want to see it to the effect that they're trying to give me. But it's just it's one of those things where I'm mainly seeing it so I can talk about it because from what I'm looking at, I don't like it.
I think I do, but then again, that's because I did love. Okay, what made the '90s Bram Stoker Dracula great for me was Gary Oldman. His portrayal of Dracula, his portrayal of Dracula was perfect. It was very good.
No, it was.
But there was a lot of out of the original novel that they, for as long as that movie was, they cut a lot of backstory of him out.
Yes.
They just go into his wife dies, he throws the cross over, and he's cursed. And then it jumps into, oh, he's just lusting at it. It doesn't go into the fact that he goes after her because she is literally an identical clone of his wife. You know, after 400 or 500 years, the first person he's ever come across that she is literally the reincarnation of his wife. And she falls in love with him because even she starts having she remembers as a child memories she has had of a man she's never met that is him. And I love the fact that I honestly I cannot think of any role I've ever seen Christoph Waltz do that he wasn't good at.
But see,
the guy is very meticulous about what he picks.
But that's the thing I don't like about it because I feel like they did that based off of we're gonna milk Christoph Waltz.
I don't think so. I think this trailer shows more of him because he's the name you're going to recognize. But the way the other people are showing in the movie, the guy they picked to play Dracula is a very damn good actor.
He is, but I still think that. But that's why I'm going to go see it, and that's why I'm going to go see it in theater because I want to see it as it's presented by what they're saying, so that I can get a full grasp of what it is. Because if I watch it streaming, it was already in the negatives for me anyway, kind of thing.
See, and I'm the opposite. I would rather see most things in my house nowadays. I only want to see the true made-for-theater spectacle movies in a theater. Everything else I'd rather see at home because, one, I don't want to spend $20 to see something. I don't want to deal with dickhead douche fucking people that I want to murder that are in the damn theater that can't shut the fuck up.
I get it. I go to the theater. I'm that guy.
And Draft House used to be great, but I'm sorry, their food recently, the last time I went, sucked ass.
Oh no! Do I look like the type of person to go to a movie and I just sit there quietly?
Anyway, next one, last one we got for tonight, just dropped. This is a limited series. Malcolm in the Middle, Life's Still Unfair.
What?
Yeah.
My life is fantastic now. All I had to do is stay away from my family.
Malcolm has been intentionally hiding himself from this family for years.
By comparison, Reese looks pretty good.
You can't spend the rest of your life hiding and denying your family even exists.
Worked perfectly until they showed up.
Who asked for this?
Nobody. It
Frankie
came out of nowhere.
Is doing fine as a fucking race car driver.
But the interesting thing is they got every single one of them to come back, except for Dewey, because the one that played Dewey, he got out of acting. He wants nothing to do with the Hollywood world completely. But all the other people are back.
That too, especially with. But why?
What I think happened, and I haven't. He's supposed to do the Munoz and the one that plays the dad at Cranston are supposed to do start the. Ever since the trailer dropped, they're going to start doing the media tours. What I'm waiting to hear is what came out, because if I had to guess, just from previous interviews with both of them prior to this happening, people have asked them, "Would you ever go back to those characters?" Both of them kind of had the same responses, which is, if the story fits and it's right and it's limited, it's not a reoccurring show.
There's no
So this is
way.
a limited show, and I bet you someone came up with an idea for a premise of a story that both of them thought, okay, this fits 20 years later. People wonder what happened to Malcolm. People wonder what happened to these characters. It's going to bring a conclusion. It's going to be funny. It's going to be match the same humor as the original show. We're going to do it for the one limited season, and then it's done. Because it is a limited. It is not a series. It is limited, is how they've labeled it right now.
Look, I understood them bringing back Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I can understand them.
They ended Buffy's fucking story. That thing had a conclusion. And also now you can't bring her daughter. You can't bring her daughter into the show because Michelle Trachtenbaum passed away.
Like, it did and it didn't. But we're not going to get, like, fuck. I'm not here to explain it. I understood them bringing that back because it was Sarah Michelle Gellar and she was like, I can get everybody and we can do it. And it was fine. This, nobody, there's nowhere on the internet where people were like, I wonder what happened to the family of Malcolm in the Middle. Mainly because they made that stupid ass show In the Middle where they basically kind of covered it with a whole different family.
But In the Middle was the show nobody wanted, and that's why you're thinking nobody talks about this. But that also is what makes something like this perfect. If you're going to bring back something that you think can capture the chemistry, only do it for a one shot, make everybody talk about it and get some laughs out of it, then it fits exactly what they want. We're not talking about them trying to rehash a show or do a couple of seasons. This is literally just a one shot, which honestly and truthfully, where I think if they were going to do Buffy, they should have done is maybe a special or a limited series and be done. The whole idea of bringing back that character and that ideology, that idea for an entire show just doesn't sink to me because you ended half the characters that were there already. So you're going to be retconning people back to bring them back.
That's what they're not retconning anything. They're literally picking it up years after the fall, after the fucking Hellmouth closed itself in Sunnydale.
But didn't she jump into it to do
bus
that?
Sped away.
But didn't she jump into it to do that?
Others.
So then how the fuck is she in the show if she jumped in the hell pussy went and she was in the middle of it?
She's just Sarah Michelle Gellar is not in the show. She's just heading the show. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer because it's the same fucking series, and it's the other Slayers that escaped on that fucking bus. That's why I said I understood them bringing it back.
Yeah, but didn't they conclude like the continuation of any of the major characters that would have made it out an Angel?
They did. They did.
All right.
Not.
I will end this very quickly. How are you going to do Buffy? How are you going to do Buffy and do it right when what made that show was the writing of Josh Whedon? Because he's not a part of it.
Look,
Hollywood blacklisted his ass.
That's not it.
Huh? That's kind of like saying we're going to bring back Firefly finally, everybody, but he's not a part of it.
No. I answered your question. Pseudonyms. Whoever the writer is actually Joss Whedon.
They've already brought the writers in. Nope, it's not Whedon. Whedon has already been interviewed, and he was fucking pissed.
It's Whedon.
It's not Whedon.
Of
Whedon is fully blacklisted. He will never be brought back into Hollywood. No studio will pay him, even under a ghostwriter credit. That's why I'm saying that's the problem people have had. If they could have done that with Whedon, don't you think they would have done that with the second and third Avengers film, considering he kicked the whole damn thing off? Feige didn't want to get rid of Whedon. He was stuck in the whole Pound Me Too movement.
Right. But first of all, no. Because they always think they can do better. Because Wani Akiki or whatever his fucking
Taika
Waititi name is came out, did the fucking Thor movies, and they were came out and did the Thor movie, and they were like, "Oh, cool, he can do the rest of this. Let's put him in charge of charge of all of it because all of the movies should be Thor."
No, he did one good Thor movie, and the next one was utter dog shit.
Yes.
Right. Look. Everybody.
And then
let's put it this way: there is only one thing Taika Waititi has ever done that, from beginning to end, was perfect, and that is What We Do in the Shadows. That was it. Everything else he has ever been a part of, the minute he has tried a second season or a sequel, it has gone tits up.
What was the
like
Ryan
even if
Reynolds
they had tried to
NPC that?
Even if they had tried to do one more season of Our Flag Means Death, it would have gone to shit. He's a one-trick pony.
Need to do another season, ending it where it ended makes it.
They
perfect.
were planning on doing multiple seasons, and then they finally changed the final episode to end the way it did because he found out that the studio was like, "We're not spending money on this again." But no, Waititi is a one-trick pony. All of his shit is good for one go. Yes. That's it.
Yes, he is. And I agree with you with that, but that's why I'm also saying the way I said that. But the studios think that they're smart enough to go, okay, we can take these one-trick ponies and we can replace seasoned fucking people to do shit. Anyway, that's my hot take on it.
I think the whole thing with Buffy is just a cash grab.
I mean, it is, but
I know people that lived and breathed that show and Angel, and all of them, the minute they heard that, were just like, "Why? Like, why?"
I'm a fan. I'm one of the ones who said why. I'm like, how are you gonna bring it back? I went into the weeds on it to try and figure some shit out. But again, all I'm pointing out is there's nobody sitting there going, I wonder what happened to the Malcolm in the Middle crew.
It's not about people that are wondering about what happened. That's what you're missing. You're kind of missing the point on it. There's so many people that have caught reruns of that show but never ever watched the show that laugh their asses off. We need a damn good fucking comedy because we don't have enough of them out there. And this, I think, will meet the ball.
No, but that's
they
what I'm saying.
can't do that. They're not. Right. None of the writers out there are good enough to do it.
Then they wasted money on this because it's going to be the same.
No, because if you bring all the same writers back and get them to do this, here's the problem. Hollywood does not want to take gambles on new properties anymore. So all we're going to be getting is rehashes or redos of old shit. But if you bring on most of the original people to do it and you get the same chemistry, there is a little bit of a chance of getting a one-off, one season that is good enough to actually get some giggles and laughs out of.
I'm calling it right now.
And then there are some shows that you will never be able to do that with. Buffy, I don't see as being successful in a sense that there are too many variables that they can't do and too many variables of people that are around that they're going to try to alter enough of these new characters you're bringing in to make you forget and wonder what happened to the ones they can't talk about or bring up, or they're going to close them out with some stupid thing of she's off doing this or he went there. And it's going to be pointless. Then you got shows that you can never, ever recreate. You've got lightning in a bottle shows that you can never, ever recreate. Like, case in point, you could never, ever do another show that would ever, ever get to Firefly. When it comes to a comedy, you will never, ever see another comedy be as funny and great as Married with Children was. Because the boundaries, the doors they kicked down and boundaries they stepped over, nobody will even want to fucking try. They're too scared to.
Look, and that is why I'm saying this show is going to basically be History of the World Part 2.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
It's going to be History of the World Part 2.
I think it will at least be worth a laugh. It'll be worth a laugh, and it'll be funny, and that's all I'm looking forward to. And I'm not looking forward to be something that I'm talking at the old water cooler days a year later. I'm just thinking it's going to be fun, it's going to be entertaining, and it's going to be done. That's it. Which that's all we can hope for nowadays, rather than actually having something that's going to last and draw us into water cooler discussions again. Those days, if you face it, water cooler discussion days are dead. The closest show to reach that in the last 10 years was Stranger Things and Game of Thrones.
I'll give
and
you.
The only reason they shit the bed is because Game of Thrones ended horribly. The last season was shit. And Stranger Things shit the bed at the end, and they wait again the 10 years to do 5 fucking seasons. Silo is a different story. The reason water coolers, no show will reach water cooler status anymore is because we do not watch things the same. Game of Thrones came out on the same night every week, no matter how you were watching it.
Prime's doing that with the shows that they got out. They're dropping on Wednesdays or they're dropping on Sundays.
But a lot of the shows they have are not good enough to reach that status. Half of the shows that have reached that status, they keep doing these things where they dump the entire season the whole time. Yeah, I know what you're looking at, Shark. I've been wondering the same thing.
What?
Is that your mic, your chair, or did you need Beano before the show?
Oh, what? The squeak sound? That's actually a computer. It's a computer when I keep hitting it.
Oh, God. It literally sounds like you've been ripping ass the whole show.
Yeah, no.
Like, I was going to crack a joke when the last time it happened, you walked up. I was going to put in the brain chat. Did he shit himself?
No. I went to blow my nose.
Okay. Just to let you know, it literally has been sounding like you've been ripping ass every once in a while.
Oh, my bad.
Oh.
No, that's the sad part about it. That's why I love all these streaming companies. They're like, we want to capture what TV captures. It's like, you broke that formula, you morons.
Look,
nobody's watching these shows at the same time to be able to talk about them. Like right now, case in point, if there was a major show, I'd probably have been caught all the way up. Shark would be halfway through. Walrus would maybe be on episode 1 or 2, and you might not have even started it. So how are we going to have the water cooler moment when nobody's watching it on the same schedule? But shows like Game of Thrones back in the day did. Every Friday it would drop, or Friday or Saturday, whatever it was. But Monday morning, everybody who was working was like, did you fucking see that shit? Nobody does that anymore. They're trying to bring that formula back, but they can't. Because you have it on demand. Here's where these dumbasses don't get it. What they should do is, we have the new season out. Catch each episode as it airs on this day, and then it vanishes. Then at the end of the season, when all the season's done, then you VOD all the episodes. That's how you bring it back to the form that TV
in
captured.
the early days of video on demand. That's what they would do.
They stopped. Now they keep every episode to watch whenever you want after it's aired, or they just pump and dump the whole season at once. And that's where they fucked up. Because now people got used to that. They got used to binge watching the whole fucking season. And then they don't talk about it with anybody because half the people they know hadn't binge watched the whole season.
I will say this. If there's a show that I wanted to see come back because I wanted to know what happened after it, Space Above and Beyond. That was another one that was another sci-fi. That was another sci-fi show that Fox shit the bed on around the same time that they were
There were two. There were two they did back to back. 2 shows at the same time period that they did back to back. Space Above and Beyond, and Terra Nova.
Yeah. Fucking Terra Nova, dude. Yeah.
Hell, you want to toss another one in there? Earth 2. All 3 left on cliffhangers that you don't know what the fuck was going to happen.
And Earth 2 was really fucking good.
You want to know a show that they shit the bed on the ending because they should have given it an epic send-off and they didn't? Because the studio lost faith in the show?
Sequest?
No. No.
Damn talking dolphins.
Babylon 5.
Oh, yeah.
They were building up to that big crescendo war, and then they had to alter the direction they were going because they realized they weren't going to get another season.
That's a show that would actually benefit if it brought back now, considering the way
you brought back Babylon 5 and did the Galactica retreat on it. Like, in a sense, made it more gritty. No.
Do the Expanse. Do the Expanse.
No. Don't do the Expanse. Because then the Expanse would literally be a replica of Galactica in a sense of doing that show. What I mean by the Galactica treatment is, do not make the new fancy technology they had look like Star Trek Discovery, all shiny and bright. Make it gritty. Make it grimy. Make it fucking broken. Because remember, Babylon 5, when he got there, was damn near falling apart because it had been in so many conflicts. The only species in Babylon 5 that they should make look shiny and so over the top are the shadows. Shadows. Well, not only the shadows, the what the fuck, Shark? You remember Babylon 5? What was the race that when they opened them up, they were pure light inside the armor?
The Shadows, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't the Shadows. The Shadows were the bad guys. These were a good race. These were the ones that helped the Vorlons get their technology.
Oh, I was about to say that was my next one. I was like, wasn't the Vorlons? But no, you're right.
No,
the Vorlons. No, it's the Vorlons.
Okay. No. Yeah, I was on the right. Yeah, the Vorlons.
I had to look it up. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. No, that's right. Because
I'm just
they were Vorlons. They gave their tech. Okay, what was the chick's alien race?
She was.
Oh shit. No, she wasn't. She was.
They're talking about the priestess chick or whatever,
was
right?
she Minbari?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because
I haven't watched in so long.
Because I always get confused. She was either Minbari or the guy with the funky hair was Minbari.
No, the guy with the funky hair was Minbari, the Italian kind of guy with the fucking yeah.
Shark will get the correct answer here in a second.
Yeah.
No, I think the lady was Minbari or the Italian guy. The lady?
No, the lady was Minbari.
Yeah, because remember, she showed up with a bunch, like when Babylon 5, when the Earth fleet was trying to take Babylon 5 back over, she shows up and she said, only one commander has ever withstood a Minbari bombardment, and he is behind me. And that's when they were like, oh shit, and they got the fuck out of there. Then what the hell was the Italian guy with the hair?
Centauri.
Centauri. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, he was a Centauri.
No, Babylon 5 would be a good
what was it? Londo? Wasn't it Londo was his name?
Yeah, Londo.
Fancy for
God, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
with less brow ridges.
They didn't get another season. And how they did that. I'm still salty about that.
What now?
I'm still salty about Terra Nova.
Oh, we all are.
Right. Well, there were a lot of shows back then that were good and had great premise, and that they just freaking
let them die.
Shit canned. Another one that was a really good show that they left on a cliffhanger was Forever Night.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. You had Forever Night, and then you also had the one that what was the one where the guy was immortal and he was doctor?
Fuck. Forgot all about that.
Yeah, the he was in New York or whatever. The immortal doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, you recognize. Am I right, Chuck? The minute you search Forever Night, it brought back.
Yeah,
you instantly remembered what it was.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
You know, a show that if you wanted to bring back would be perfect right now because you could throw in every fucking tropic allegory of what the hell political
Forever.
Is. Yeah, Forever. Okay, that's right. Yeah, Forever. A show that would be perfect if you wanted to bring in all the crap that we bitch about them forcing into shows that you could naturally do it now.
Highlander?
No. Do a reimagining and a full reboot of Alien Nation.
That was what Bright was going to be, kind of. But
Bright was more mystical. People are better receiving when you do aliens. A lot of people don't understand mystic and magic, but they can grasp aliens.
Fair. But
you know what show from back in the day that I really liked that was really underrated and probably could be good again? Old school Beauty and the Beast.
You mean with Linda Hamilton?
No.
The one that was Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about the one that they
Linda
made?
Hamilton and Ron Joyce.
Oh, Ron Joyce?
It was Ron Joyce, not Ron Perlman.
Yeah, where he
That was
lived,
the first one, and then
in the sewer or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one, and that ended on a cliffhanger too. That never got
exactly.
Okay. Here's the issue. They did bring it back, but the
with Christian Cruick.
The problem is, instead of making the Beast a beast, they were like, "We're gonna give you these sparkle scars, but you're gonna be this 6'2" Adonis with a fucking 6-pack and shit."
Yeah,
but you have this ugly glowy lightning scars and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Instead of the lion face that he had before.
Bear in mind, though, the writing and the production of that show was really good. It was just, the way they made him look. That's why I quit watching it. I was just like, I can't. No, it just doesn't gel. We've gone into the unreality realm here when it comes to how
you're not even fucking trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lee did not look like somebody who should be hiding from the world. He looks like somebody who should have been the cover of the front man of an emo band.
Yeah.
Oh man, now, there's a lot of shows they could really bring back if they wanted to, but yeah, they won't. They keep trying to rehash shit that doesn't need to be rehashed.
Well, it's like I would really love one of the book series that I read.
Oh, I know where this
they
is going.
started. Yeah, well, they started trying to do a book series or a TV show of it, and they just screwed the pooch. It's like, use the source material. There's so many good things out there instead of regurgitating the crap that they're right there. Yes.
It's adjusting the microphone. Yeah, it literally,
that's when I moved
it literally sounds like you're ripping a shark.
Yeah. And that was perfect timing too. But yeah, no. Like there's so many good books out there. It's like, why are they regurgitating all this bullshit instead of looking at, hey, let's buy up these titles and make some good shows and movies?
Because they refuse to engage with the fans on the fans level. And they sit there and go, well, we got a better idea to monetize
Case in point,
this.
a show that had great potential, a great cast, so much of a great cast, they brought the lead back into a show several years later to play the same fucking character. If they had taken the time and the effort to put the Constantine TV show, if they had taken the time and effort to put the Constantine TV show at a better time slot, it would have done phenomenal, because that first season was perfect Constantine. So much so that the fans, when they finally listened to him, got their heads out of their ass and brought him back to play him in Legends of Tomorrow. He was the perfect fucking Constantine. He literally looked like Hellblazer walking right off the page of the fucking comic. All the way down to the snarky attitude, the constant chain smoking. Not like, I know there are people that love the Keanu movie. The Keanu movie is good, but that is not Constantine in the comic books. That is Hollywood's take on it.
It isn't, but here's how you do that. Here's how you do that. Because Constantine could walk through the infinite worlds. You just literally have him go to the Earth where he's Constantine. If you look at the Sandman, the woman is playing Constantine.
You never read any of the major comics with him, did you?
The Hellblazer series? Yes.
There is no other Constantine in any of the multiverse. in the storyline where Crisis on Infinite Earths, even the Monitor says there is only one who can fix this, because there is only one of him in any of the verses ever.
And
that's John Constantine.
All I'm saying is,
which is a theory of why he's so much of a powerful sorcerer, because rather than the energy of what all the many of you spread throughout the multiverse, his is all compacted into one being. Yeah. Hence where they ripped off probably the idea of the Jet Li movie, The One.
Yeah.
Probably. Think about it. When that movie came out, that was when the Hellblazer series and Sandman were into full swing.
But that's also a movie that you can remake that would be fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Actually, you can make a TV show. You can make at least a 3-season TV show out of The One, all around the agency hunting him down, and he being the Raymond Reddington style bad guy.
Okay. Actually, that would actually work out real nice. That'd be fucking amazing.
Wait,
Hollywood, I'm ready to write a script if you want to sign a check right now. I'll promise to put some of your virtue singing check marks, but I'll do it the right way.
Well,
subtly put
no, because he's basically going through different alternate dimensions, so you can go to one where everybody's just gay and it's somehow works.
Speaking of a show that did it right, Sandman was beautifully done.
Beautifully done, yes.
It was.
I mean, they've sped the ending because of them canceling it out, and they didn't even cancel it out. It's because Neil Gaiman got canceled himself, and they couldn't continue the show without him because he owns all the fucking rights. And I got to hand him credit. Rather than selling his baby, he literally just told him, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
So that's why they ended it the way they did. But if they hadn't, man, my God, the direction they were taking that in, and the fucking casting. The freaking casting of freaking
It is good when
Death
they
was
make it amazing.
fucking Death and the Lucifer style character fucking perfect. My God, her from going from Game of Thrones to playing Lucifer on that was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
So speaking
that woman is a hell of a fucking actor. I gotta hand her credit, man. My God, she's good at whatever the hell she gets in. I was pissed off when they killed her character off on Wednesday. I was like, fuck me, I wanted to see her for the next couple of seasons. Instead, now we got freaking what's his name? For the Adam Sandler crew.
Yeah.
Did Boardwalk Empire.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh,
Buscemi,
yeah.
I mean, not knocking Buscemi. He's a great actor too, but I liked her character more than I like his character. His character's like that neurotic loser nerd dude, and I can't stand that.
But it's supposed to be.
I know, but saying compared to her being the stoic, changeling, powerful as fuck, old as fuck character, I liked her take as the head of the school more.
Well, you get
kind of like the guy that plays Fester does a good job as Fester, but I'm sorry, Christopher Lloyd will always be Fester to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Raul Julia will always be the perfect fucking Gomez. And he probably could have gone to play Gomez for several more movies if he hadn't passed away. I mean, it blows my mind still. Have any of y'all ever watched the documentary that was made about him?
I didn't.
He was actually did all of his own stunts in Street Fighter as Bison, knowing he was already dying. He literally was fighting through the pain, the weakness, the fatigue, the anemia, just solely to finish that role so his kids had something of one of their favorite characters their dad playing to immortalize him as. He knew it was his final role and told nobody on the set. Nobody on the fucking set knew. That's a fucking someone dedicated to giving it all for their last.
Wow.
And you watch the movie, it is the best part of the movie. As campy and shitty as the movie is, his is the best. Every scene with him is perfect. Which is why this new Street Fighter film, it's going to be hard for me personally to watch David Dush, whatever the fuck his name is, playing Bison. Because even though he's a good actor, fucking Julia just nailed that fucking character. Now, I think where the David guy is going to do good is he's, one, of course, in better shape because he's not dying, but he will be able to do a lot of the physical fighting that Julia could not do, which is why they gave him kind of the flight suit, the anti-gravity stuff to move around, because I think someone on the set probably knew what he was doing, but I don't think all of them knew. Because I know the documentary said the majority didn't.
It's turning on the light. It's turning on the lights for the Xenomorph to me. The fact that M. Bison is who M. Bison is makes it so that when I watch that, I don't want to see him fight until it is his time to fight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And that's what I'm saying. I think when they get to that, he because his physicality will be able to do a hell of a bet. Give us the fight scenes that we know from the game, the moves Bison can do.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I do think Momoa as Blanca is actually a perfect fucking pick.
I hadn't actually seen this casting yet, so I'll have to look at it.
Dude, they look like, honestly, the one that blew me away is the guy that they got to pick as Vega physically looks like Vega. And the guy that's playing Saigi looks like Saigi, like literally like they ripped him out of the game and put him on screen.
Damn.
The casting on this is ridiculous. It's just so far, to me,
my problem is
full
Cody
look
Rhodes.
of it could go uncanny valley very quickly.
My problem is Cody Rhodes as Guile.
Yeah, but you got to remember, I'm not bothered by that, because if they're following the mythos of the first couple of games, it's Ken and Ryu's story. It's not Guile's.
Yeah,
that's why it never made sense to me that they made Guile the main guy in the 90s Street Fighter, because Guile never was a main character.
The issue was they took a video game that's just a fight video game that technically didn't. I mean, it had stories per character, but it didn't have a set linear story that was being told as a whole. they sat there and they were like, well, we need to create the story as a whole. Why
Not
would
really.
Joker
Even
be
if you
there?
played as each individual character, they all linked back to Kent.
They did, but not as a linear story that you could tell, like, this is where the story. That's why it was one of those things. Was like, well, why would he be there? Okay, cool. So he's part of the covert army that's there. Okay, well, blah 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 blah. Like,
I think you're overthinking it. I think the reason they did it is because I think the reason they did it is we've got Van Damme. He doesn't look like these two guys. We can make him look like Guile. He can do his fancy little kicks and flips and look like Guile. Oh yeah, and Guile's supposed to be the America type dude. You got to remember, it's early '90s America.
Hold on.
We're coming off the Reagan era, so
hold on. I just saw who they cast as Balrog.
Who?
Okay.
50 Cent.
No, the fuck they didn't.
Yes, they did.
And he looks like him too.
He does kind of look like it. They got 50 Cent as Balrog.
Share it.
Put that on the screen.
Yeah, share it.
Put it on the screen.
Come on, share it, Shark.
50 Cent as Balrog.
Okay, so you're just looking at the thing. We thought you actually find an actual photo of the actual castmates. Like what's above there?
Yeah, show me the production picture of 50 Cent as Balrog. Just type it in 50 Cent as Balrog, and then just go to images.
There's the. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Official cast. IMDb. Curtis Jackson is Balrog.
I'm not asking for the proof that his name is on it. I want to see
what he looks like as him.
Like I want to.
Okay, hold on. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. Hold on.
So are we showing the one we showed last time?
I didn't see it. I wasn't on with y'all.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to make it a lot bigger than that. There you go.
Right there. Hold on.
Just play the whole thing. Just play the whole thing.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, what the?
So I'm saying it can go very uncanny valley very, very, very fast.
There you go. Curtis Jackson is Balrog. Okay, who is that? Who is playing Cammy? Well, I know who Cammy is, but I'm like, who is playing her?
Because the list of it up.
I didn't see it though.
You literally, but
I didn't get that far.
You literally have a search engine that will provide you with 17 answers that aren't the answer that you're looking for.
Right? Mel, who is that?
AI.
Who is Mel Johnson?
You need to go to her IMDb to see.
That's what I'm looking for.
Well, just right there. Who is Mel Johnson? Okay, I've seen her before. Now that I see her as a brunette,
I'm like,
Mortal
I don't know what I've seen
Kombat,
her in.
Blacklight.
it might be Mortal Kombat. No, previous. It says previous 12. So go down.
Here we go.
Okay, quit moving your cursor for a second.
Only thing NCIS or Mortal Kombat.
What? Yeah, it's probably Mortal Kombat. Just trying to remember who she played in that. Did she play Selena?
Natara?
Oh, Nintaro.
Yeah.
Huh. Like I said, so far when it comes to that trailer, it can be good or it can be Uncanny Valley.
Extremely, yeah.
I think it looks interesting just because they are taking an approach of trying to look as much like the game, all the way down to him beating the shit out of the car. So it's kind of like it's either going to be. I think if it goes Uncanny Valley, I don't think it's going to be bad as in a sense of, oh, God, this piece of shit, why did I watch it? I think it's going to be one of those so bad you're laughing that it's actually good. But not as in good, just as in this is fucking hilarious to watch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Guile's going to be Uncanny Valley as hell.
Either way, my foretelling future is it is going to be a major hit with all of the potheads out there.
Look, I'm not telling you to do this right now. I'm telling everybody to just do this at some point in time before they see the movie. Look up what Roy Wood Jr.'s joke about Street Fighter was. It's hilarious.
There you go. Oh, hell, you pulled it down. That's not.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
I mean, if he actually is not wearing a suit and he packed on the muscle.
50 Cent already had the muscle on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like in that picture, it looks like he added a little bit more because you got to remember Balrog's pretty big, but he's not big.
Well, if you look at what they did,
that looks like fucking Akuma.
Yeah. I think that what's the there's that one dude who cosplays as. Oh God, I'm having the world's biggest brain fart.
Oh, you're talking the one where people bump into and he gives them the look like he's going to destroy them all the time.
Yeah, he plays what's his name's dad. He cosplays as what's his name's dad from.
Isn't it from Soul Calibur?
No.
Or is it from Tekken?
No, neither of them. It's from that anime. Baki's dad, the dude who cosplays as Baki's dad.
Oh yeah.
That dude would fucking...
because you're talking about the guy that he's done a ton of videos with Dora the Destroyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He would be fucking amazing as fucking Akuma.
Yeah, but I think this.
I mean, he can probably dress up like him, but he probably can't act.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Are
there any more of them?
Oh yeah, there's several of them. Here we go.
Bring them up. Let's see. So it's not bad as Bison. It really isn't.
Oh, here we go. We can just go through them here.
Okay, that's Ryu. That's good.
That is
good Zangief.
That is great Zangief right there.
That's actually a really good one. Balrog.
Yeah. Akuma.
That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That's
not a bad Guile. It really isn't.
It is. Guile.
They went too much with the hair.
Bigger than that.
Yeah, he was more top heavy.
They wanted to go with the game, but like I said, his chest was bigger, his arms were bigger.
Yeah.
So them getting Cody Rhodes, I get them getting Cody Rhodes to do it, but still, Cody Rhodes shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, no, he shouldn't have. Nah. Never liked that character anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say. It's a good E Honda.
Well, yeah, not bad.
It's a good Vega.
I don't know. I think the Vega, well, we'll see how that works out. Because if he doesn't have the right moves, the way he moves. Okay,
it's a good
that I can live with. That's a good Cammy.
Yeah. It's a decent Ken.
Yeah.
Never was really familiar with her character, so that one's pretty damn spot on.
Yeah, they're gonna have to AI his eyes though if they really want to get the full feet.
It's a good Chun-Li.
But her thighs are not like
no fucking Asian woman has thighs like that.
Yes,
I know, but
there is a woman that does have thighs like that. She's a female bodybuilder.
I'm not talking one
like
damn
her,
woman. I'm not talking one damn woman. I'm talking the average Asian woman. That's the best you're going to get.
But they could have done.
The woman I'm talking about is Asian. Like you.
But I'm talking like in the realm of actors and stuff, this is good. If you're thinking of all the actors they could pick from, this is good.
Yeah, but they could have at least, especially with her wearing spandex and stuff, they could have added a little padding there to kind of.
They might. You got to remember, these aren't even photos. These are pre-production renderings.
That's true.
That's not a photo. These are not photos. Those are renders. I don't care about that character because I've never liked Eric Andre. I think he's a fucking pervert piece of shit, and I've never liked him.
And that's the end of it.
Explain to me, like, here you go. Here's a good one. Explain to me how John Barrowman, who's a gay man, on a BBC show on Doctor Who and Torchwood, does a gimmick where he produced his genitals once in a group of people that already knew it was going to happen, and he gets completely shit-canned from never working with the BBC again. But Eric Andre can whip his dick out in front of everybody all the fucking time, and they think, oh, he's so edgy. Fuck that shit.
No fucking sense.
It is the Tom Green effect. Tom Green was only famous in America. He's a Canadian. He wasn't good in Canada, and he wasn't good overseas. He came to America. He did the shock stuff. He was good here for what?
Which was funny because his shock stuff I never found funny. I thought it was annoying.
It is, but 5 good years in America paid him enough so that he could just die off in the limelight.
Please tell me I'm not the only person that watched that whole MTV cruise ship thing where he was going around throwing butter at people, and you didn't wish one of those drunk-ass front boys didn't just toss his ass off that boat in the middle of the night.
That's, again, none of that's the point, man. Like,
but yeah,
first of all, the Eric Andre show was fucking terrible. And I watched that, and I'm like, this is fucking terrible. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Well, the thing is, why are they putting him in something like this? The motherfucker can't act. He's not a fucking actor at all. Hell, he's not even a good comedian.
Wait a minute.
He's a freak show with no deformation.
I knew there was something missing. Where the fuck is Saget?
Oh, they haven't showed the photos yet.
I was gonna say I didn't see any representation of Saget or
not all of everybody's on these.
T-Hawk. Was it T-Hawk?
Yeah,
T-Hawk.
Were they in the very first game, or did they come out in the second?
Indian dude?
No.
Yeah, he would.
No, I'm talking T-Hawk.
T-Hawk was in
because this is literally everything in this is literally just the original first lineup.
No, it's not, because Cammy didn't come out till 2.
Yep, that's true.
Cammy didn't come out till 2.
Cammy was in 1, just not as a fighter. She was in the behind Guile in all of his scenes inside the hangar.
Well, if you're going to do that, then you need to be adding in freaking DJ and there's a couple others.
Like I said, this is not all of it yet.
Fenlong.
Like what we just watched is the first teaser.
Oh, okay. And I was going to say, because you really want to go back, you need to have Mike, Joe, Genki, Lee. You need to kick it old school.
But at the same time, you've already got a shit ton of a cast already. You don't want to overbloat something. I mean, think about it. You're trying to appeal to video game players, but at the same time, capture the TikTok 10 seconds are our brains turned into mush generation. You'll be lucky if they remember Ken and Ryu.
Fair.
I mean, they might if you go, you know what, in between them, or throw in a Skibbity reference somewhere.
You know,
so I love it. All these people are like, how is all this popular? It's like, it's design, man. It's all design. How do you keep people controlled? Make them dumber than shit.
Print.
What?
I feel like you right now during our 3D print discussion. Because I know fuck all about Street Fighter.
Oh, dude, back in the day.
Growing up,
but see, there's a different variation. 3D printing you can snooze out on because you're talking about something that creates a financial investment that you may not have the money or want to spend into. A video game, you can literally just emulate this for free.
Well, no, he's just saying that.
I know what he's saying. I'm just giving him a hard time because there is a big difference of understanding.
Well, no, I get. I get it. Because, like, yeah.
I'm not into this. I was never into Street Fighter in a sense of knowing every character in the history of the lore. I just knew it because literally it was one of the first fucking arcade fighter games that ever came out.
Yeah,
I used
to Mortal Kombat.
I used to go to the arcade after school. When I was in high school, I was right next. When I say right next door, the mall was here, and then at the back end of the parking lot was the one field, and then Stonewall Jackson High School. Stonewall Jackson High School. So we get out of school and walk to the fucking mall and just hang out in the fucking mall. I used to sit there the whole time. Like when I was getting older, I was like, I need to get a job in the mall, because getting a job in the mall is when you made it.
Oh, see,
you got to be assistant manager at Suncoast Videos. Then you made it.
Yeah, see, ours was you had a choice between 3 places. You had Diamond J's, you had Diversions, and you had Cyberzone. And all of them had the same lineup. You'd walk up and you literally had Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Soul Calibur, Samurai Showdown.
Yep.
Those were all the fighter games in a row. Mm-hmm. And then off in the big corner would be, when it first came out, was the first. Well, on the flight end, you'd have Afterburner, and then all the race games, and then a motorcycle riding. The tilt motorcycle game. But on the other side, when it came to the shooters, you had Operation Wolf. Then you had what was the name?
What was the name? Game?
Yeah, you had the sniper game, and then the first of its kind came out. The big one that took up all the room was
Time Crisis.
Yes, that's what was Time Crisis. I was about to say the one that had the pedal. The one that had the pedal.
Time Crisis. I already knew what you were doing because it was always the biggest one in there. Just like, and then they came out with Time Crisis 2 and sat it right next to.
Right.
Yep. Dude, I played so much Time Crisis 2 that I could go to Divergence, because Divergence was the first to go to cards instead of coins, and you could do the unlimited. So I got really damn good at Time Crisis. And one day I said, fuck it, I'm going to try it. I decided to position myself in the middle and put my foot on top of both pads and use both guns. And I shit you not, I had like a line of little kids watching me one time. I was blazed as fuck. And I'm just bang, 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 bang. I got so good at the point where I could close my eyes and I knew where the guys were going to pop out, because it was always the same. It never changed.
Yeah.
And I could do that, and then I'd have to open them to figure out when I needed to duck back down and hit the thing to reload. But yeah, I could almost go through the whole fucking game doing it that way. And then they came out with 3, and 3 changed how everything on that fucking thing operated.
Yeah, it was fucking...
Then the other one that came out that was really cool was the dual big machine gun Terminator game that came out when T2 came out.
Oh, yeah.
But it has a specific name. It was Terminator something. It wasn't just called Terminator.
Wasn't it Judgment Day?
No. It was Terminator Cyberdyne Systems.
Oh, yeah.
Because they couldn't call it just Terminator because the licensing rights to actually the movie Terminator.
I liked when they did the Alien 2 game like that, and they had the pulse.
The pulse cannon.
Yep.
Yeah, the big boy gun. Yeah. There were a lot of really cool video games.
There was a tank
games.
There was a tank simulator game, Tokyo Tank something, and I used to play that all the fucking time. And it was two next to each other, but it was versus. So like this would have its own squad, and this one had its own squad, and you could sit there and go versus with your friends, and that shit was fucking awesome. And then there was the Mech Warrior one, which was the simulator.
Yeah.
And I remember playing that.
Oh man, we're forgetting one of the good shooter games until they tried to make a movie that was one of the worst ever made.
What, House of the Dead?
Oh yeah.
The House of the Dead, the second one was a badass one. I'm trying to think of it. There was a ninja game.
Well, what was the first
that
one?
Was separated apart. It was one of the first arcade ninja games that had 6 buttons but then your character could grab onto stuff to jump up, and it was a button on top of the joystick.
It was Ninja Gaiden.
No, it wasn't Ninja Gaiden. This was something else, because I've seen the Ninja Gaiden cabinet in photos, and I've talked to people that worked at arcades, and the minute I mention the one I'm talking about, they all remember it, but they can't remember what the hell it was called, because it was one of those that came from Japan. It was one of those that, like, they rebranded it for America, but the only system that ever had that game on it when they went to home consoles was, I think, Neo Geo.
Wait, describe the game again?
Okay, so you had, I think it was up to 3 players. It was a 6-button joystick configuration, but the joystick had a button on top of it that the ninja could actually grab onto poles and leap and move. But it wasn't Ninja Gaiden. It was something else. And for the longest time, it was arcade only. It never went to home consoles until like years after the arcade model didn't exist anymore. But it wasn't Ninja Gaiden. It was some
Shinobi.
Yes.
Shinobi.
Yep. Yep, that's it. I think I'd have to see what the cabinet looked like.
87. Came out a year before Ninja Gaiden.
Does it say that it had a button on top of the joystick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was from Temico.
Yep.
Or Tecmo. Sorry, Tecmo.
Which would explain why it only came out on the Neo Geo years later.
Yep.
Yeah, that thing I played the hell of it. I could never fucking beat it. Just like the other game I never ever beat, fucking Altered Beast.
Oh yeah.
No matter how much I tried, I never beat that fucking game. Yep, that's it. Damn. Wonder how hard it'd be to track one of those fuckers down.
I want the
$3,195. That's how hard.
I want the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I mean,
the one where you can play 4 people.
Yes,
the Turtles in Time.
So, yeah, well, they used the same console to do The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I think we're at a good stopping point, guys.
I was going to bring up one thing because it was originally what we were going to talk when we were talking about books and movies and stuff.
Okay.
There you go, real quick. This comes out in a few days, January 20th. This is book 18 of the Dresden Files. I've been waiting for like a year and a half for this.
That was a show that they kind of shit the bed on.
Well, that's what he was talking about earlier. Shit the bed on it. Yeah. They fucked the pooch, and they had something that they could have done. Well, amazing. There's 18 books, 18 seasons of, and
well, they were competing. They instead of just doing it, they were trying to compete with X-Files.
Not really. If you watch the show, it just seems like they did not understand the source material at all.
No.
Yeah. They didn't understand the character. They didn't understand shit.
The actual studios were trying to compete with Fox and were trying to compete with X-Files. They did a whole lot of shows got done dirty because networks were trying to fight other networks instead of just putting shit out.
If you could have taken the same casting that they did for the Dresden Files, but put the team that wrote and created a show like Lost Girl, it would have excelled.
Oh, yeah.
Because they understood that type of world. You can tell by the writing of the one season they made of the show, The Dresden Files, they didn't understand what they were working with. They didn't even know how to build the world around it. They didn't understand myths, and they were lost in it. They tried to bring a out of reality show into some level of normal reality, and you can't do that. Well, it needs to be its own thing.
They did stupid things like one of the things that defines Dresden was his car. He drove a beat up Volkswagen Beetle with it's very detailed. What do they have? They have him driving an old Jeep. Yeah. One of the main characters of the book, Karen Murphy, who's a Chicago PD cop. They changed her name to Connie. Yeah. Why are you doing stupid shit?
Well, exactly. It comes down to them not honoring the source material or understanding it.
Exactly.
And at that time, there was nothing that had ever aired like that. They could have hit it right out of the park and been the first of that type of genre before anybody else, and they fucked it up.
Yep.
And now if they tried to make it, it's going to be compared to anything that's ever been close to it. That's the sad part.
Well, no. So if they were to remake it and use a light bit of AI for a couple of the characters, for CGI, I mean, sorry, not AI.
Yeah, about to say you're talking CGI.
That could be an amazing show. But stick to the fucking source material.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know, we keep talking about these like older shows and stuff like that, and it keeps just bringing new stuff up and new stuff up. I would like to see them redo the Librarians, but do it serious, not trying to set it up as a Xena Warrior Princess fucking comedy show.
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
So, well, on that note, gentlemen, everybody, thank you for watching. What do you guys got going on for the next 2 weeks? Start with you, Shark.
Work and trying to get ready for a unique airsoft event coming up at the very beginning of March, actually. First of its kind for American Milsim AMSX. What?
Apparently somebody has not been informed of this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Huh.
I have not. No one has talked to me, sent me a text message.
It was kind of elite. It's a 5 mag mid low cap event.
Okay, I'm the one who actually has 30-round magazines.
No, you're given the magazines.
I have a complete. It doesn't matter. I have a complete punishment rig that I go up to Texas paintball with. So you're telling me it's elite. It's
I don't know. It's just hard for me to justify it. It's hard for me to justify a $250 ticket.
No.
That.
Walrus, 320.
That's it. That's right. 320 for to get the mags with it, and then go to that for a field that we go to all the time.
I look at it this way: $320 for me right now is another upgrade on my car. So do I want to go play pew pew for a day or two, or go vroom vroom faster?
But yeah, that's.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm just saying somebody could have at least sent a text message.
All right, y'all need to say that for the channel that I'm not in. That y'all talk all the fucking time in. That's why I exited, because I got sick of trying to find one sentence in a billion of shit of motherfuckers that apparently don't work. So. All right, hey, Ball, what do you got going on? Other than chewing people out for not telling you about it.
Work and I got work and apparently not being invited to shit. Like,
well, don't feel bad. I heard about it after it, but that's also because I know right now financially I can't afford to do that. Because for me, if I take the time off, I'm also spending the event and losing all the pay of the days I'd be up there.
Don't worry, I didn't know Shark was going. I thought
I
thought Panda was going.
Well, to be fair, I got pulled in with some guys with Wounded Warrior Project.
Yeah,
I got pulled in
the
with
ones that Panda's doing stuff with.
Okay.
Not that I know of. I don't believe Panda's involved with these people.
Okay. You've talked to him about his other stuff, though, right?
No, not yet.
Something much more local.
Oh yes. I'm being pulled in on that on a technical aspect.
Okay.
What's going on local?
Oh, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you got going on, Walrus?
I've got family in town.
What are you doing, Walrus?
I got family. Gonna hang out with them, and I'll apparently go up to Texas Paintball on the 11th.
Me, just work. Continuing to create ideas for this thing we're doing right here. Experimenting with some new coffee shit that might be part of the next show. Just depends if I can get it to work or not. And I might be borrowing someone in San Antonio who will remain anonymous, got a hold of a meticulous espresso prototype. I might be tinkering with that next. Other than that, fucking around with 3D printing, and the minute we're done with this show, spending all day tomorrow tearing down this PC, that PC, and moving everything over. Because right now I've got so much 3D printing shit scattered around and everything, I'm going to turn that whole section into the 3D print zone so I don't get glue over everything else. So, but other than that, that's about it. Hopefully we'll get some cool shit to talk about on next show. I know we got a few shows that are going to finally be ending, and we got some that are supposed to be starting. Got some movies, probably some more game shit coming out by then. Maybe some more crazy shit with Wizard of the Coast shitting the bed even more we can shit on. So, should be fun. But we want to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. Again, channel to the Discord is in the channel links. And on top of it, everything we talk about or discuss, any of the links for the videos we watch will be in the description below. Until next time, we will see you in 2 weeks. Stay heavily opinionated and, as always, heavily caffeinated. Y'all take care of yourselves.